Welcome to Believers Talk as we are live for week 3 of the preseason, the dress rehearsal game as the Buffalo Bills are facing the Cincinnati Bengals. Apologize for being late here, guys, but we are here. There is 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. The Bengals are looking really good. We're looking really bad. So right now it's 7-0 Cincinnati. They got the ball inside the 15, 2nd and 12. Just an incomplete pass to Eifert. Good coverage by Milano on that play. So we are here. We are live. Again, like I said, sorry we are late. Some more technical difficulties. Happy to get these difficulties out of the way during the preseason because we will be here live with you week 1 of the regular season as we take on the Baltimore Ravens. So glad to get some of these issues out of the way now. Happy to be here. It's the first quarter. We got 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Cincinnati's at 7-0, third down inside the 15. So if you are watching, I appreciate you watching. Again, sorry I'm late. Welcome to Believers Talk. And we will be with you throughout the whole season. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And we got a touchdown, Cincinnati. Looks like A.J. Green. Yeah, A.J. Green, who was a thorn in our side last year during the regular season game. A.J. Green with a touchdown makes it 13-0 Cincinnati. Again, their offense seems to be moving pretty good. Our first 3 offensive possessions have looked pretty terrible with Josh Allen in there. It's going to be interesting to see now what Nathan Peterman looks like. Justin, nice to have you in here. So welcome. Right now, we're not looking too good, but we're going to see what happens. Luckily, this is preseason, so there's no need to get mad over it. Hopefully, our offense improves. I think our defense actually hasn't looked too bad, especially the last drive. I mean, the one touchdown was just a big play. But now they got that 14-0 lead. Still got plenty of time, and we're still going to see our ones in. Yeah, O-line is not doing well at all. We saw in the last drive they actually switched Roy and Bodine. They put Bodine in as center, and then moved Groy to guard. So that didn't seem to do much better. We saw Josh Allen run for his life and then underthrow Charles Clay. So that was kind of sad to see. We want to see him air out that ball a little more, especially since everyone's saying he has that gun. Maybe he needs to step up more in the pocket before he releases the ball. But yeah, it would be nice to see if we did a little bit better there. There are a lot of aspects of this game that could go better for us. But again, it is just preseason, so we are happy about that. At 4:32 left to go in the first quarter, the Bengals are up 14-0. They're getting ready to kick it off. And we're going to try again. I'm pretty sure Josh Allen will be in again on this drive. It's returnable. It's a returnable kick. All right, we got to the 22-yard line, so probably shouldn't have been a returnable kick. We should have. If it was in the end zone, we should have taken a touchback, but it didn't even reach the end zone. So starting the ball at the 22-yard line. Yeah, if you were not watching the beginning of the game, Andy Dalton did get a standing ovation. Again, if you watched my last episode, I don't know. I'm not a fan of giving someone a standing ovation who didn't. Again, we still had to do our part to make the playoffs last year. So we had Josh Allen in for his 4th drive, back to pass. Have a catch to Benjamin. First down. That looked pretty good. Quick 5-step drop. It looked like Benjamin was his first option there. So nice to get a first down. It is awesome that we donated so much to Andy Dalton's charity. I don't mind that at all. It's just yeah. And he did. They did give back to the Buffalo area too while they were here this week. I heard, so that was cool. Murphy gets nowhere, so about a yard gain. Preston Brown with the tackle. Yeah, our offensive line really hasn't looked good so far. So that's disappointing. Again, this is the dress rehearsal game, so we do want to see them do better. We got 2nd and 9 with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. I'll be interested to see if we don't do anything on this drive, how long they keep Allen in there and not put Nathan Peterman, who, again, probably had a little bit of a lead going into this game as far as who's going to be the starter. Charles Clay missed a terrible block there for, I believe that's Streeter. No, I'm sorry, Corey Coleman. Number 19, Corey Coleman. All right. So we had a little dump off pass. Coleman came in motion behind the line of scrimmage. They snapped it shotgun, and Allen passed it right in front of him. It counts as a completed pass, so it pretty much doubles his yardage as far as pass completions go. I mean, between that and the Benjamin catch early in this drive, there's not much going on. Record prediction show will be coming out probably this week. Again, I want to see how we do. A lot of pressure on Allen as he gets away. He's going to scramble. It looks like he got there. He definitely got there. I don't know if I like my young quarterback diving forward like that, but definitely got there. No, that's not going to be close at all. Don't say it's going to be close. He got there. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be close to a playoff spot. I'm not sure about our record yet. Again, I hate doing a prediction show before we announce who our starting quarterback is. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel like that Baltimore game's looking more favorable with Jimmy Smith being out. Oh, I would challenge it. They have the punt team on 4th and 1. I think I'd challenge that. I definitely think he got across the line to gain. It was a nice effort, Gary, but I mean, it was more than a nice effort. It was a first down. I don't agree with that at all. But that's what they get paid the big bucks for. I don't. So I would definitely thought he reached out and got the first down there. Yeah, they absolutely should have challenged that Bills fan. But that, like, the right knee hits, okay, that's still close. I still think he's got it. I still think he got it. And you know what, they're saying it's preseason. Who cares? We have done nothing on offense so far. That would have built some momentum. I think that's a mistake. He needs, like, does that mean he's not going to challenge a play like that in the regular season? Coach McDermott needs to challenge that play when he gets the chance to. It's just he has to. So 14-0 Cincinnati. Cincinnati has the ball. 1:45 left to go in the first quarter. Maybe they should have gone for it. Absolutely, Fox 87. Why not go for it? You're down 14-0. This is preseason. You know what's the difference between 14-0 and 21-0? We're here to see how our offense performs. We're here to see how our defense performs. Sure, we just picked up Seattle's punter, but the only reason we picked him up is because our backup punter in the last game tore his ACL, so we just need someone to do a backup punting. I think it's John Ryan or something like that. I mean, we know Colin Schmidt's going to be our punter. We don't need him punting it inside the 20. Good for him. Now they're going to run down the field on us because our defense is not playing well. So obviously, I'm not mad about this at all. It's still preseason, right? Oh yeah, stick around for the regular season, guys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I have a lot of passion and emotion, and that will definitely come out this year. I'll try to keep my language to a minimum. I'm not a huge fan of swearing on these type of things. So, and you know, I have people watching, so I'll be good. Well, I'll be good. I'll try. But yeah, so it's 14-0. First quarter is about to come to an end. Probably the last play of the first quarter coming up here. If I'm Cincinnati, oh, Ross with a drop. Yeah, it was a great throw by Andy Dalton. I think Andy Dalton's looked really good. I think Andy Dalton's been looking really good. I would consider taking him out after the end of the first quarter. There's no need to keep him in there. So obviously that will not end the first quarter because that's an incomplete pass. So it was going to be a 3-and-out, 4th and 4. So it looks like we'll get decent field position. It does say that his long last season was 63 yards. So if he booms Kevin Huber, if he booms one of those, it won't be good. Fielded at the 22, didn't get too far, by the 27-yard line. Marcus Murphy with the return, about 5 yards to about the 27-yard line. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Josh Allen is coming back out. Currently 4 for 7, has been sacked twice, and he has 21 yards. So, yeah, I'm not feeling that great about anything going on right now. Down 14-0. Defense has showed some promise, but then our defense have shown some lacking too. I'm not sure. Not sure what to make about that. Again, this is the third preseason game. This is your dress rehearsal, so I would say about 75% of your playbook should be in play here. This should be pretty close to what we're going to see in the regular season on both sides of the ball. Now we know Cincy always carries a pretty good defense. It's the AFC North. I mean, check down. In the past couple games, I just don't see Allen checking down. I don't know. Has anyone else seen that? Like he seems to have, and in that play they weren't open, but he seems to have weapons underneath that are open, and he just avoids them or doesn't want to give them the ball. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Fox 87. I do believe that it's our offensive line's fault. I don't think that they're on Allen. In fact, Allen I think has prevented there to be more sacks. A couple plays where, especially that last play, even where he's been able to run and get away from some of the pressure. So, all right, we're in shotgun on the 2nd and 10 for. I was going to say 4 wide receivers, but one was Charles Clay. So 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set, and I believe that was completed to Charles Clay, zinged it in there. And the first quarter, it's going to be 14-0 Cincinnati. Buffalo has the ball. It's going to be 3rd and short. So I did not see McCoy playing at all today. I saw Chris Ivory earlier, and now I see Marcus Murphy, so I do not see McCoy in there. I think that's pretty interesting that he's not playing this game. I really feel like he should be, but again, I'm not the head coach, so we'll see what happens. Again, sorry I'm late, guys. Had some difficulties. The Bengals had 2 touchdowns. The one they just got 2 series ago was a about 15-yard pass to AJ Green in the corner of the end zone. Their first touchdown was a 53-yard pass from Dalton to. I'll get there. If you guys beat me to it, good for you. But John Ross, 57-yard pass to John Ross. Dalton's looked really good, I think. I'll pull up his stats here for you. He's 7 for 10, and one of the ones is a drop that stopped the last series. So 7 for 10 should be 8 for 10, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's looking really good. Again, I think I've seen enough. Mixon, really, I don't think he's been playing all that well. He has a drop here as well. He has 4 rushes for 2 yards. Maybe they are preparing for McCoy to lose time. That's a good point. Him not being in this game is kind of telling of that nature. So Murphy has 3 rushes for 20 yards for the Bills. Chris Ivory, 1 rush for 8 yards. Josh Allen, 1 rush for 3 yards. Should have been 4 yards and should have been a first down. I can't believe McDermott did not challenge that. If there's anything I take away from this game, it's that. I can't wait to see what McDermott says at the end of the game about why he did not challenge that play. Hopefully in the regular season he does. Leading receivers, Kelvin Benjamin has 1 reception for 11 yards. No one has more than 1 reception on our team. Like I said, Josh Allen is 5 for 9 for 38 yards. Yeah, I did see Allen get thrown out by Billings. Our offensive line just needs to protect better. That's the bottom line. We knew coming into the season our offensive line would be an issue, and it's proven to be true right now. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it does seem like since he can't run block all too well, at least in the early going here, because I can't say that it's our defensive line doing that great because we haven't been able to get much pressure. But all right, here we go. Start of the second quarter, 14-0 Cincinnati. 3rd and 3 for Buffalo. Again. Oh my gosh. All right, so in his cadence, since these players jumped, Josh Allen sacked again. So. I always say if you're in the middle of a cadence and you see a Bengals player jump off sides, just snap the ball. Just snap the ball, get you a first down, get a free play. I just can't believe it. And then it's a 5-step drop. Our offense, wow. Yeah, Atkins with the sack. Whoever it was, he just bull rushed him right into Josh Allen. So not looking good at all, guys, as far as our offensive line. A fair catch by Erickson. Another good punt, but I don't want to see punts. So we're in commercial now. Cincinnati's getting the ball. Dalton did come back into the game. Mixon's behind him, so they got 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Yeah, our O-line is looking like crap, and I don't know if anyone out there is a Bengals fan. Is your D-line supposed to be that great? Again, you guys always bring decent defenses. Good pass by Dalton again over the middle of the field to Boyd. We're not cheering him too much this time. Long completion, probably about 20, 25 yards, something like that. So again, Andy Dalton's looking really good. Very deep. Okay. So they have fresh bodies, and that stinks when you have an offensive line that isn't deep at all. Our offensive line obviously had a lot of changing parts this past off season. So Bernard with a run gets 10 yards and a 1st down, dragged down from behind by Milano. They call it 11, so they give a favorable spot when Cincinnati runs the ball. Oh, yeah, yeah. Since his offensive line did a good job run blocking there, so hopefully this is indicative of how the season's going to go, because it's going to be a long season. Because we could take a look at this Bengals game and say that the Bengals play a lot like the Baltimore Ravens do. And that's not too far fetched, I don't think. And there's a pass over the middle to Mixon. Was that Bernard? That's Bernard again. So another 1st down, short dump pass to Bernard over the middle because our linebackers were in coverage for 12 yards and a 1st down. Cordy Glenn has a shoulder injury, so he'll be out for the rest of the game. I'm not disappointed we traded him still. So, and then now he's out for the game. Bernard loses 3 yards, which is nice. Nice to see Shaq Lawson get involved. So Shaq Lawson with the tackle there. But yeah, Fox 87, you asked about my prediction for the season earlier. Again, I'll be putting out a prediction show within the next week. I want to try to see if they tell me who the starting quarterback's going to be. And again, like, I know we're very upset early on, down 14-0. Let's see what happens when Nathan Peterman and I don't know, have they announced if AJ McCarron's playing or not? Oh, that was a tight pass. Good catch by AJ Green. Good coverage by White. I think that was just a good play all around. And obviously good plays always favor their offense in today's NFL. So White had good coverage on Green. Read the route pretty well. Good tackle after AJ Green caught it, but AJ Green, one of the best receivers in the league still. So was able to come down with about 7-yard gain. So it's gonna be 3rd and 3. Edmonds, I don't see Edmonds doing much so far today. I'm not gonna lie. And again, in my pregame video, I talked about how I wanted to see him do better. Wow. Tyler Lord with a catch for 4 yards and a 1st down. I mean, the basically is getting to the spots, turn around, and Buffalo's defenders are not reacting fast enough. The previous play, I feel like they did a good job. Davis White did a good job, but they just keep moving down the field. Again, they're getting close to striking distance. I believe they already are in field goal range. So AJ Green has 5 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown so far. They're inside the 30 now at the 29-yard line going in, moving right to left. If you're into that kind of stuff, that stuff kind of annoys me on the radio. Run play, again, not great run blocking by their offensive line. So Bernard gets maybe a yard that one. AJ Green comes back in the game after taking a rest for what looks like just simply getting some liquid. So he's back in the game. So we need to watch him. Andy Dalton's looking really good. I'm not going to say he's not. He really is. But our secondary needs to look better. if like everyone talks about how great secondary was last year, if they don't do well this year, then there's no way the Bills make the playoffs. I feel like they do better than they do last year for the Bills to have a chance to make the playoffs. Ball got tipped at the line, it looks like. Got some pressure on Dalton finally. Looks like Edmonds was in there a little bit. So there you go for Edmonds. Finally getting in there. I'm trying to see who it was. No. All right, Julius Stanford is one with a tip. I hope defense is picking it up, but they need to. 14 points, soon to be either 17 or 21 if we allow a touchdown here. 39 from the 28-yard line. Looks like they have a 3 wide receiver set with a tight end. All right, and Dolan attempted to pass to AJ Green, threw it a little wide and out bounce. So it looks like they'll be forced to settle for a field goal. I think that was a good job by our defense. I'm always a fan of a bend don't break strategy. We've seen the Patriots do that time and time again, where from the 30 to the 30 they'll give it to you, but then when you get inside the 30, they make it a lot tougher. So Randy Bullock comes on for a 46-yard field goal. So 46-yard field goal to make this 17-0. 9:24 left in the first half. The field goal is good. So if it's 9:19 left in the first half, we have the Bengals up 17-0 on our Bills. Not looking good at all. But we'll see what happens. I think Josh Allen will probably come in for another series. Well, the frustration with Glenn is just he's so he has a lot of injuries, right? Last year he didn't play. He played I think one game for us. So for us to get rid of him, I mean, obviously our offensive line doesn't look that good anyway now. So maybe he would have helped with that. But just the injuries, and it struck its head today. Hopefully for him, it's not a serious injury. I have no issues with Corey Glenn personally. I hope he does well in Cincinnati, and I'm glad he's looked good for you guys so far. And he has the potential to look good. 2 years ago, he did pretty well for us. So I don't know. We'll just see it. No, he didn't get killed last year. Like I said, he just got injured a lot. So again, I never want to see a player get really seriously injured. Hopefully, it's just a precautionary type thing. They said it was a shoulder injury. So hopefully, it's just precautions, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the soul line can get a little better. I do want to see Benjamin step up a little bit more. He had a great first game, but now he's just struggling. And I don't know. Again, it's hard to say he's struggling because if the offensive line doesn't give Josh Allen time to make reads, then it's hard to say. Oh yeah, it's because players aren't getting open. We don't know that. We let them finish the routes. I mean, it seems like Josh Allen doesn't get much time at all. So I would like to see Josh Allen get a little time back there. They're doing a nice little video about the Buffalo Bills' 17-year playoff drought ending. Over $400,000 to Andy Dalton's charities and $17 donations, which is kind of funny. And then now Josh Allen's number is 17. So they're just talking about the number 17 a lot. So yeah, I know that Dable is going to be up in the booth and not down the field. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if you guys have any comments about that. I like my coaches on the field, but you do get a bad perspective from up in the booth. So we'll see what happens. Ball went into the end zone, so it's a touchback. So Buffalo will get the ball at 25. 9:19 left to go in the first half. Allen does come back out for another series. 9:19 left to go in the first half. The Bengals are up 17 to the Bills 0. I'm going to look at some stats here. I mean, I think the Bills might have 3 or 4 first downs. It's just not a lot here. Not a lot of good offense for Buffalo. Again, Dalton's looking really good. Here you go. Chris Ivory busting loose a little bit, giving us about 20-yard gain on the ground. So nice to see Chris Ivory finally contribute a little bit more. So it's going to be a first down about the 45-yard line. Unfortunately, those are one of those plays where maybe McCoy is able to bust that for 40 yards. I mean, I see a point right here where Chris Ivory doesn't have those burners that McCoy would have. So I look at that play this in the preseason and say, you know what, that would be a really good play in the regular season. Better than 20 yards on first down is always a good thing, right? 20-yard gains are always nice. So Chris Ivory again to the left for a 3-yard gain this time. There was a flag down. Buffalo, and that's another thing about our offensive line. It has a couple flags so far this game. They're talking about a little bit of McCoy here. See him on the sideline, just has a Bills hat on, so it doesn't look like he's been in the game. Leg whip. That's one you don't hear too often. Buffalo Bills get a personal foul for a leg whip. I don't understand why you would be doing that, but yeah, even the announcer say it doesn't remember the last time he's heard that one called. Yeah, Miller. I think Miller has 3 penalties so far this game, doesn't he? Like, it's just crazy. All right, so I got 1st and 22 because the play does count, and then there's another sack on Josh Allen. Man, Billings and Willis both get to Josh Allen for, I think that's their 4th sack of the game. Yeah, like Benjamin's open. Or not Benjamin. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I just. Good job by Allen by one on the ball. Yeah, hit from behind pretty hard. I don't know if that was on Allen. I really just don't know. That wasn't a lot of time. You have to give him time to make some reads. And second and 30, what do we do? Yeah, we run the ball. Why not do an HB delay, which is, by the way, the worst call in NFL history. I hate the halfback delay shotgun. I just think that's not even not shotgun, just the halfback delay. Hate it. There's never a good time to run that. Even when it works, I'm like, you could have ran something else. So, defense has their assignments. It's not like if you delay a handoff, they're going to be out of their assignments. They always have assignments, and I just don't understand. I don't understand that play. So that's my rant on that. So now we got 3rd and 29 from the 26-yard line. So it's a good time to check out our Hail Mary offense, I guess. And another sack. Another sack. Just go down. Don't fight for the. See, 5 sacks, and the Bills fans are letting them hear it. No, they're not booing Josh Allen. I don't think they're booing the offensive line. Very bad drive. Yeah, very very bad drive. Allen has no protection at all. Oh my goodness. So Colin Schmidt punts from his own goal line to about the 40-yard line. This one is not fair caught, and good special teams. He was down. Oh, I thought it was good special teams coverage. They're saying he did not go down and got to midfield. So, yeah, it's a great start for Marvin Lewis and the Bengals. Too bad they can't win the playoffs. Sorry, guys. Sorry if you're a Bengals fan. Listen, Bills fans should have no hate on the Bengals, but yeah, I thought it was down. Either way, it was still good coverage. I don't even know who went for that tackle. Great coverage, holding him up behind where he caught the ball. So that was pretty good. I'm gonna turn on commercials. I hate commercials. I think you all hate commercials, right? That's why you came on here, so we can talk about stuff during the commercials. But there's not much to talk about, at least not in a good sense. As far as the Buffalo Bills so far this game, down 17-0, midway through the second quarter, and I'm at this point I'm waiting for Peterman to come in and see if it gets better. I really am. I would love to see Josh Allen do something. Um, you think he might be done on the season or just now? I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But but yeah, again, this is still preseason, and we don't play Cincy this season, so maybe our Bills can step it up. I still trust McDermott and Frazier with our defense to get them a little bit better. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, the season will get started September 9th. September 9th at Baltimore. It'll be right here on Believers Talk. We will continue with live commentary, play-by-play, and we'll talk back and forth on here if you want to join us for that. Who starts now? Oh, Nathan Peterman. Absolutely, Nathan Peterman. AJ McCarron, you should not have him starting, even if he doesn't have a hairline fracture. He obviously bruised his collarbone, and I feel like he should be given time to rest. Josh Allen looks, and again, it's hard to say though because this offensive lines look terrible. So who cares? Who's the starter? It doesn't matter if we allow 6 sacks a game. 6 sacks a half. A half. I don't know. So. Andy Dalton, 11 for 16, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Guessing his day's done. Why not? Yeah. So now we got Cincinnati's back up in. Great day for Andy Dalton. So we got Barkley in. So let's say how well they do against us with Matt Barkley. If they do well against us with Matt Barkley, I might throw up. Showing his numbers, 8 for 17 for 118 yards and a touchdown this preseason so far. But yeah, I'm not impressed with Matt Barkley. That's all I'm saying. There's a reason why he's a backup. But so right now, the Cincinnati Bengals have it 2nd and 7 at the Buffalo Bills 46-yard line. So 5:39 left to go in the first half. Barkley goes back to pass, wide open. Tyler Eifert, wide open across the middle. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Tyler Eifert. Mainly a blocking tight end as he burns us for 20 yards. Gets inside the, looks like got to about the 24-yard line. So, Fox 7, yeah, as of right now, I think Peterman starts week 1. I'll be interested to see how he does in this game. I think that would affect it a little bit. But as of right now, yeah, I say Nathan Peterman starts week 1. So, AJ McCarron has a headpiece in. He's talking to Josh Allen right now. It doesn't look like he. Okay, they're saying he's gonna be fine for week 1, but he's not gonna play in this game. So Allen will probably play the rest of the first half if we get the ball back, and then Nathan Peterman will probably play the second half. He's wide open right down there. There you go. So it's gonna be 3rd down for the Bengals as they complete another one to CJ Uzama, tight end. So he let off a block and was wide open. We're just not covering their tight ends. We're 0 for 6 on 3rd downs. That just shows. Oh, tipped by their wide receiver up in the air. Just didn't have enough time to get there. Maybe I should put my Bills hat on for good luck. I don't know where my Bills hat is right now. Might be downstairs. So. Got 4th and 4. They're probably going to go for another field goal here. 3:52 left in the first half. So, that means Josh Allen will get another drive with the ball. So, I do want to look at that. 37-yarder is good. Makes it 20-0. I can't imagine much rougher than going to a preseason game other than getting blown out in a preseason game, which looks like that's what's happening right now. It's not looking good. Again, I do look forward to seeing Josh Allen back out there. Getting there and turn down the commercials. Yeah, this does not get you excited for the regular season. My biggest fear is that we go like 4-12. I don't think we will, but I could definitely see it happening. Um, I just wish our offensive line would look better this game. I mean, we got 6 sacks in the first half. That's just not good. Hey, UCF, not much going on, unfortunately. Nothing good for Buffalo right now. I tell you what, down 20-0. It looks like Josh Allen will get another drive to kind of show what he's made of. The O line has not given him any time. He's been sacked 5 or 6 times already in the first half. McCoy did not play in this game, so that could be a reason for hope, right? I mean, McCoy was what, somewhere between 60 and 70% of our offense last year. So when you take that out of a game, no matter what you have, it proves. I'm a little upset McCoy didn't play in this game, actually, especially when you have your rookie quarterback starting and you're still questioning who the starting quarterback is going to be. You should have everybody out there. But then again, McCoy wasn't out there week 1 or week 2 when it was McCarron and Peterman who started. So maybe it makes it a little more fair. McCoy did play week 2 for a little bit, right? But yeah, UCF not much good happening right now. Like I said, it's 20-0. They sacked Josh Allen 5 or 6 times. Andy Dalton looks really good. The latest on McCoy's situation, one of I think it was Bills fan in 1970, did say like maybe McCoy's not playing because we're getting ready. The Bills are getting ready for him to be suspended, and that's possible. Maybe that's why I didn't play so far in this game. This is the dress rehearsal game, so maybe they know something we don't. As of right now, nothing has come of it other than the first couple days after the Twitter pictures, which were horrendous. After they broke, nothing new has come from that situation. So Cincinnati kicks it off. It goes into the end zone. So the Buffalo Bills will get it at the 25-yard line. 3:48 left to go in the second quarter with the Bills trailing 20-0. Josh Allen is coming into the game. Total yards. So this will tell you exactly how things are going. UCF total yards: Cincinnati 221, Buffalo 47. 47 total yards of offense. It's not been pretty, but again, luckily it is just preseason. These live feeds will be getting a lot more intense if this is how the regular season is going to look. But yeah, the story McCoy just kind of just died. So like you said, Fox 87. So I do wonder. Josh Allen goes deep. Good defensive play by number 27 in Cincinnati. Kevin Benjamin had it in his hand. It's Kirkpatrick. So really good player there. So you say you gotta catch that. He did have it in his hands. I'm just gonna say that was a good play by the defender. But it does look like he could get it in. But you see at the end, Kirkpatrick his upper arm tips it, and so it didn't go exactly where Benjamin was planning it to go. But I mean, maybe some of the better wide receivers in the game catch that. Second down, we run Murray. Looks like he got 3 or 4 yards. Really impressed with Marcus Murphy still. Yeah, Murphy, not Murray. Yeah, I'm still really impressed with him. Really hope that he stays on the team and he might become the number 2. And if McCoy is out, he might become the number 1, guys. He might surpass Chris Ivory, be our number 1, and then have Chris Ivory as our number 2. Chris Ivory has looked good in this game. He had a couple good runs, but interesting to see. Yeah, Murphy should absolutely make the team. It does make me wonder about Cadet. I think Travaris Cadet has a lot to show in this game, possibly in week 4's game. So we got third down. Allen's back to pass, has time, which is new. Ooh, Charles Clay with a catch. He needs to break that route inch further, so he's got the first down. It looks like it's gonna be 4th and inches. Yeah, I know. I know that UCF. I know you say phone problems in Jacksonville. I mean, so far this preseason, he hasn't. I mean, he did have that one catch they missed, and that led to an interception. But he hasn't any fumbling issues I know of so far this preseason. But man, Charles Clay has to break that route an inch further and get that. You need to know where the sticks are. There's a flag, so we were going to go for it on 4th and 1. We were, and then Coleman gets a 5-yard penalty for a false start, and now it's going to be 4th and 6. So we can't even check out our 4th down offense, see what happens, see if there's something, a bright spot to look forward to so far in this game. And there's not. There really isn't if you're a Bills fan. McDermott's not happy. I didn't see the play. Obviously, they have a better look at it. Oh my gosh, yeah. When Dalton got a standing ovation, I've said this multiple times. I just like good for him. He's a good quarterback, but that's all he is. He's a good quarterback. I even said when I was grading Josh Allen. Actually, it's funny when I was grading Josh Allen, I said the ceiling for Josh Allen is about Andy Dalton, and he has a better arm than Andy Dalton, so that might help him out. But if we better get him some offensive line help if we want him to do any better. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of giving it opposition players standing ovation. I don't mind you clapping when they're getting back from injury and things of that nature. I think that's important. But yeah, first half for the Bengals at the 17-yard line, getting killed by everybody out there. Doesn't matter. So first down, Croft with an 11-yard catch. So the Bengals are going to try to score here before the end of the first half. That's a 2-minute warning. They just got, like I said, an 11-yard completion. So I don't know. Hey, Eagles 0-1. Yeah, Allen is actually not given time to look good at all. The problem's the offensive line, period. He's been sacked, like I said, 5 or 6 times. So we really can't tell anything. It doesn't really help us out when the quarterback has no time. He has been able to avoid a couple sacks, believe it or not. Believe it or not, he's been sacked 5 or 6 times, and there should have been like 8 or 9 sacks on him. So it is good to see that he can be elusive a little bit, I guess. But yeah, the O lines are really bad. It all depends on how Nathan Peterman looks when he comes out today, as to who I think is going to start. I really like if Nathan Peterman does well, and they did say that AJ McCarron will be ready week 1. I still don't think we start him week 1. I think it's between Peterman and Allen. Still, I've not been impressed with AJ McCarron in the preseason either. At this point, the only one who's really impressed me is Nathan Peterman. Josh Allen had a good game 1, but we wanted to. He still made some rookie mistakes. Again, that first pass to Robert Foster absolutely should have been in bounds. I don't understand. Like he has Robert Foster, he has a touchdown. He completes that pass, he's the starter week 1. I'm like, there's been everything else being the same. If he completes that pass to Robert Foster for a touchdown, he's the starter week 1. And he just overthrows him and throws him out of bounds. Robert Foster still made the catch, but was out of bounds. So again, I'm not sure if Foster got 2 feet in, but start week 4 game against Green Bay. I don't know why they would start. I don't know why they would sign a 4th QB to start week 4 game against Green Bay. But I wouldn't put out. I think they're going to sign a 4th quarterback before the 4th preseason game, just because normally you don't want your starters to play in that preseason game. And week 4 preseason. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. I was like, fuck, say something. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, are you saying they're all going to get hurt the first 3 weeks? No. Week 4 of the preseason game. Yes, I do think they're going to sign a 4th star, probably like a Matt Castle, somebody like that, to start our 4th preseason game or to play in our 4th preseason game. I do expect at least one of the 3, probably not AJ McCarron because he's hurt. So I do expect either Nathan Peterman or Josh Allen to get some playing time in the 4th preseason game. I could be wrong. We have done before, and other teams have too, where they've signed the 4th guy. Barkley looking like a great quarterback right now. Just threw a nice. Is that out of bounds or did it say he's in? But over the middle route to number 15. I believe it's Boyd. But I could be wrong. Unfortunately, I'm not huge on the Bengals roster, so that's something that I'll get better at as the season goes on, as far as bringing roster sheets for both teams. Oh, oh man, almost picked off. Where's Steve been? Man, Steve's been doing all kinds of great stuff. Work's been really busy for him, and he's in the process of moving as well. So, and UCF, I know you did a video probably before the summer started about how you just moved, so you know how busy that can be. But there's some special circumstances going on with where he's moving into as well. So he's been really busy with that, really busy with his work. His work gets really picked up during the summertime. So he will be back. I just keep getting in touch with him, making sure that he's good and ready to come back as soon as he wants to come back. Again, past the board over the middle 80 for about 5-6 yards. Tackled by Edmonds. Edmonds was there, a decent coverage, but another first down. We got 1st and 10. Minute 20 to go. Again, they're running that 2-minute offense. Wish Buffalo could run that, but we can't hold on to the ball for 10 seconds. Pass up the middle to Giovanni Bernard. So then now they're showing Kyle Williams, who's just in street clothes. Again, his situation's week to week. So that's not good for Buffalo either. You don't want to see a guy come back just to get hurt and miss the whole season. But yeah, it was decent coverage by Edmonds. Yeah, no, UCF. We can definitely do whatever they call them. I don't even know right now. I'm so mad about this Bills game. I don't even know. But we can definitely do a video. I happily do that. Week 11, and that's right after our bye week. I don't know if it's after your bye week, but it's right after our bye week, so I'll have time. I'll have time. Just hit me up if you want to send me a message on Twitter. I can give you like our phone number, or we can just message on Twitter, and we can definitely get that going. Collaboration, whatever. Oh, that's another pick. So Edmonds got in there. Nice play. Nice breakup. Need to get your hands around that and pick it off. We need that momentum shift. Like if this were the regular season right now, like I would just expect him to intercept that because we need. Yeah, like he jumps right in front of it. Good play by 12 to get his hand on it to make sure it wasn't picked. Yeah, UCF. We can get in touch. We'll have a good time. Talk a little bit about last year's playoff game. Were you at the playoff game last year? I forget. Steve was there. But yeah, I forget if you. No, you were there because you did a show live from there. I remember watching it right before the game started. You're with your brother or something like that. So you guys definitely had a better time. But even like it'd be weird. 10-3 games don't sound that fun to go to, but the playoff atmosphere hopefully made up for all that. But yeah, so now since he just called timeout, I think it was Cincy. If it's Buffalo, I'll be a little upset because why at this point getting and maybe they did because it's preseason, try to get something out there. But if this was regular season, I'd say get into the locker room, lick your wounds, come out in the second half ready to play. I mean, just take it one possession at a time. The Jags are not. Maybe they are going all the way this year. I have no idea. No idea. I do have my Super Bowl prediction that will also be coming out in the prediction show as well. Oh, Edmonds with a great play. He did make the tackle, but I thought that was a great play by Edmonds to get in the backfield and to stop that play from getting started. Yeah, listen, if the Jaguars beat the Patriots, good for them. Like, go all the way. But yeah, it was a halfback pitch to Bernard, and Edmonds just blew that play up from the get-go. There was nothing anyone can do. It's amazing. Even when you're watching the game, just to see Edmonds, he's just huge. He's absolutely huge. So the Bills call a timeout. Looks like Cincinnati's gonna give us the ball back. So they'll punt it, and we'll have the ball probably deep in our own territory. Maybe a touchback will bring out to 25. 59 seconds to go. 4th and 10. So that was a good series. That was a really great series from Edmonds. You're all right, Bills fan, 1970. Really great series for Edmonds. Probably my favorite series of him so far this year. All right, so it looks like it's going to be returned. Who is that? Is that McLeod? Yep, McLeod back there returning the kick. Looks like he got about 6 yards. 46 seconds left in the half. Josh Allen is coming back out. So we're going to see what you can do with 47 seconds left. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Fox 87. Like preseason, it's all about getting positives, right? So Edmonds being good so far, and he's going to continue to improve, and we're seeing that now, and that's good to see because in my video when I previewed this game, I talked about Edmonds and how I want to see him improve. Now he's not going to be an all-star. He's not going to be whoever you want to compare him to right away, this is on Josh Allen. This sack, which he threw the ball away and did get back to the line of scrimmage. But man, Josh Allen, you got to get rid of that ball for so many reasons. There's 46 seconds left in the half. You have to run a quick offense. You can't be going back there for 8 seconds trying to find someone. If you're back there for 4 or 5 seconds, they're all covered. Get out of the pocket, throw it away. The nice 6 did get his hands in the air, so you don't want to deflect the ball either. It's kind of easy for us to play Monday morning quarterback. We don't know what Allen really sees there. He did land on his head pretty hard, did get back up, I think. So we'll see. Maybe they'll injure everybody and we'll have to start Nathan Peterman anyway. Another H-back delay, which we all know how much I love that play. If you weren't here earlier, I hate the H-back delay, but maybe that has a lot to do with Josh Allen landing on his head hard. Why Peterman should probably be the starter? Yeah, like Allen's going to get better, right? He's a rookie. He's going to get better. He's going to get better with timing. He's going to get better with reading the routes and reading his receivers. But he's just not ready. He's just not ready. And unless he, again, I think I said this before the preseason started, unless he beat out everybody by leaps and bounds, like if it's close to 50-50, I want not the rookie to start. If he's beating them 70-30 or whatever it is, then yeah, it's a start. So Josh Allen did come out after he hit his head. He looks to be okay. So, they're checking his ears. So now Nathan Peterman is in. But this is an unfair spot for Nathan Peterman being kind of like how I felt about him last year in the playoff game. It looks like they're just going to run the ball, get ready for the half. Murphy with a nice run. Just going to end the first half, I think. The clock's not running now. This isn't college, though, so when you get first down, the clock should still be running. The Bills call timeout. Why? Why would you call timeout with 10 seconds left? Oh, my goodness. What, the 30-yard line? You don't even have Allen in there. You want to see if Nathan Peterman can throw a 70-yard Hail Mary? He can't. I'll tell you, he can't. Man. Yeah, our starter's in there now, so maybe we'll run that 10-second offensive scheme we always planned for. Come on. Now someone's going to get hurt. Yeah, we're at the 33-yard line. 4 wide receivers, shotgun set, 4 wide receivers. If someone gets hurt on this play, I'm going to flip out. Unless it's an offensive lineman, because maybe it'll get better. And Nathan Peterman scrambles. And there's a flag. So there's holding. It's coming back. And that's the end of the quarter. That's the end of the half. So go back to the locker room. That was all for nothing. So Andy Dalton had a great first half. At halftime, I'm going to go over some of the numbers for you. It's not going to still be first down because that should stinking end the half because the clock was running. Okay, never mind. What do I know? Yeah, absolutely a terrible first half. There's not when I say I'm going to go over numbers during halftime, there's not going to be much numbers for Buffalo. So, there's not much show. It looks like they're in shotgun, 4 wide receiver set again, and they're just going to run the ball. Run the ball. Get me out of this game. Is that Cadet run the ball? That's Cadet. And so Cadet gets a carry. So that is the end of the first half with the Buffalo Bills losing to the Bengals 20-0. The Bengals well received the ball to start the second half. Again, I don't get why that took so long. It's part of the reason why people can't watch the NFL. Honestly, it's part of the reason why people watch something like Red Zone or something like that, because the last 30 seconds of that half, the pointless 30 seconds, lasted about 3.5 minutes. Yeah, no, I can't imagine Durant's gonna be happy at halftime. Coach is probably gonna rip into him a little bit. These are one of those games. These are one of those games where if he came out at the end of this game and said, "We're gonna start our starters week 4," I wouldn't be surprised. Excuse me. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts our starters week 4 of the preseason just to get some momentum going. But then, we do that, and Josh Allen hits his head again, and then he's out for a while, and then y'all yell at me because I said we should do that. But I mean, what can it hurt at this point? What can it hurt? At least we got a great coach. Well, do we? If we do, we should be able to win with this team. Great coaching, in my opinion, great coaching has as much to do with winning and losing games as those the players on the field. Look at Bill Belichick. I mean, great coaching affects winning. You have to be able to make moves on the fly, and maybe this will be listen. If we finish 8-8 this year, I will give you that McDermott's a good coach. There's no way that if we finish 8-8, there's no way I can say that McDermott is not a good coach. This team should not, at least from what I've seen in this half, this team should not win 8 games. Shouldn't. Because I don't think the Bengals are that good. If you're a Bengals fan watching this, I don't mean this to be insulting, but I just out of the 4 teams that I said it, I think on this channel, or if I haven't yet, I'm going to say it now. I think the Bengals could potentially finish last in that division, and I'm not the only one to think that. And here we are, we're losing 20-0, mostly all first string guys, 3rd preseason game. So that means that's 75%, if not more, of our actual play calling and scheming. And we look like chumps. Like we are getting pushed around on both lines. Our quarterback has no time to throw the ball. The only thing that looks good, our running game has looked decent at times. Marcus Murphy looked good. Chris Ivory has a couple big runs. Cadet, we saw him on the last carry. But our secondary is getting beat. They got beat by Ross. They got beat in the corner by AJ Green. AJ Green had a great game. So AJ Green, first half numbers, I believe, were for AJ Green 560 and 1. All right, so let's say he plays the whole game 10, 120 and 2. And that's not including John Ross's 53 and 1. Like, come on. Just come on. Like, Vontae Davis just got beat so bad. They're showing the replay of the Ross play. Vontae Davis just got beat so bad. He needs to step it up, guys. He needs to step it up. They don't need to throw a ball at Tre'Davious White if Vontae Davis plays like that. Andy Dalton had a great first half. And I'm not saying Andy Dalton is not a good quarterback. He is. He is a good quarterback. But, man, yeah, the Bengals get the ball started second half. All right, so let me run down some stats for you after I ranted and raved for a little bit. Obviously, I'm very happy with the way the Bills have been playing so far in this first half. So scoring summary, we have John Ross with 13:42 to go in the first quarter. John Ross had a 57-yard touchdown pass from Andy Dalton. Then 4:32 left to go in the first quarter. You got the AJ Green touchdown for 14 yards. And then you have 2 field goals in the second quarter. So we stopped them to score touchdowns. Stop hating. I understand the game's not over, and I understand that this is just preseason. I get all that. At the end of this game, I'm gonna go have a drink and be fine, no problems. But if we play like this in the regular season, like I can like the Bills, you can love the Bills, I can love the Bills, but if we play like this, we're not gonna love them. We're not gonna love this team. I will always be a Bills fan. I'm not saying that. I will always cheer for them. Week 17, we're 0-15. I'll be cheering for them. You'll be cheering for them. But we just did not look good. I look forward to seeing what Nathan Peterman can do. I look forward to seeing what the second string offensive line can do. And maybe we make some switches. But, I mean, good news is Edmonds did look good. Edmonds did look good. You can see Edmonds improving, and that's a good sign. So some stats, I'll go through Cincinnati Bengals stats first. You got Andy Dalton, 11 for 16, 180, and 2 touchdowns. Matt Barkley so far is 6 for 9 for 56 yards. Has had 2 passes that we could have picked off. They would have been tough. The Edmonds one, I think, again, the regular season, I expect that to be an interception. Mixon has rushed the ball 6 times for 7 yards. Javon Bernard 4 times for 3 yards. So it looks like our run defense or the Bengals run blocking has been. If it's run blocking, they've been doing bad. If it's our defense, then that's good. Ross is the leading receiver with 2 catches, 66 yards. Obviously, the long 57-yarder and the touchdown. AJ Green has 4 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Boyd 3 for 33. Croft has 2 for 32. Joe Mixon has 1 for 23. Jim Bernard 3 for 17. Tyler Eifert 1 for 11. Billings has a sack and a half. Willis has a half a sack. Lawson had 3 sacks in that half, so he was kind of the disruptor, Carl Lawson. So that's the Cincinnati Bengals side of things. If you go to the Buffalo Bills side of things, you have Josh Allen at 6 for 12 for 34 yards, sacked 5 times. Marcus Murphy was a leading running back, 7 for 38 yards. Chris Ivory had 3 rushes for 31 yards, so very average. Cadet had 1 carry for 9 yards at the end of the half, and Allen had 1 carry for 3 yards. Again, should have been 4. I really think he should have had that first down. Still want Sean McDermott to challenge that in the regular season. But hopefully he does, because if that happens in the regular season, he doesn't challenge it. I will be yelling a lot. This isn't me yelling. This is me pretty calm. So it will be an exciting season, guys. I promise you that. Charles Clay is our leading receiver. No surprise there. He normally is. 2 catches, 13 yards. Benjamin has 1 catch, 11 yards. Coleman has 1 catch for 4 yards, but was that little? I mean, it does count as a catch, but Allen was in shotgun, and he pitched it forward to Coleman, and he got 4 yards. Zay Jones has a catch for 4 yards, and Marcus Murphy has a catch for 2. We did have Tywan Jones back as our kick returner. He only returned 1 for 18 yards. Schmidt has 7 punts. 7 punts in the first half. Come on, guys. I honestly don't want Allen at all this season if this is the way our offensive line is going to play. I just don't. You know, we just saw at the end of the first half, he got his head smashed into the ground because our offensive line, even though that play I believe was Allen's fault, I did say that, and I still believe that. You know, if that's what's going to happen, though, I don't want him to start at all. If he's our future, he's our franchise guy. But who knows? Maybe we were playing soft. Maybe we were giving Andy Dalton a gift. The charity money wasn't enough. We wanted to thank him even more for letting us in the playoffs last year, right? You know, between the standing ovation, all the charity money, the team wanted to do something. And what did we do? Let him go. What was it? 14 for 20, 16 for 20. Amazing for amazing. 11 for 16 for 180 and 2. There you go. There you go. So any thoughts on halftime other than what I said? I think that about covers it. Since it looks good. I mean, we have to give credit where credit's due. Whether Cincinnati's being credited by playing the Bills and the Bills don't look good, or Cincinnati's just playing well, and he don't look sharp. And Dalton looks really sharp. If you're a Bengals fan, you have a lot to be happy about at looking at this game. Now, week 1, it could be a different story, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Allen starting again. Even in a quarterback competition, I really hope by the end of the 3rd week we have our starter. So I'm hoping that sometime this week we name who our regular season starter is, but we'll see. Obviously, there's a little bit more work to do now that AJ McCarron should be ready for week 1. Do we take what he did in week 1 and week 2 into consideration as far as him being a starter? The fact that he missed his last 2 preseason games, I think, really hurts as far as him being considered. I personally wasn't impressed with Allen the first 2 preseason, or not Allen, AJ McCarron the first 2 preseason games anyway. Josh Allen's done for the night. There's no need to put him back out there. You said you'd play him for a half. He's played the first half. He hasn't looked good. Time to see what Nathan Peterman can do. If Nathan Peterman plays well in this first half, if we put up 2 touchdowns, if we look good, if our offense is moving the ball, I think we have to start Peterman to start the season. I don't think there's a question. This is Nathan Peterman's time to win this job. He has it all there ready for him right now. Looking him in the face. I mean, Josh Allen had what, 4? The Bills had 4 or 5 first downs the whole first half with the Allen in there. And I'm not saying it's all Allen's fault. It's not. It wasn't. It was not all Allen's fault. But at the end of the day, he's the quarterback, and whether it's fair or not, he's in charge of the offense. And you could probably put some of it on Dable too. Everyone's talking about Dable. Well, our offense did not move the ball at all. So how are we going to feel? We got rid of Dennison, which everyone was happy about. I was happy about. But now we got Dable, who in his career in the NFL as an offensive coordinator, not as a quarterback's coach, not as something else like it was in New England, as an offensive coordinator, hasn't been great. Hasn't been great. You go back to when he was in Miami, go back to when he was in Cleveland. Now, was his quarterback the greatest? No. Are our quarterbacks the greatest? No. Do you have issues on offensive line? Probably. Do we have issues on offensive line? Yeah. So a lot of the same issues. And will coaching behind Bill Belichick, will coaching behind Nick Saban, will that help him as far as play calling goes and adapting? We'll see. But it's not a coincidence that our second squad is playing better than our first squad. It seems like every single game. I'm not going to say that all of our second squad players are better, but we have to remember we are playing the second squad of other teams too. So we have -5 passing yards, guys. -5 passing yards. We have 81 rush yards, so that's good. So we'll be, top 10 in the league in rushing, 32nd in passing. Sounds familiar. And it's going to get better because not only will we be last in passing, we'll have turnovers to go with it now too. So, still a fan getting rid of Tyrod, by the way, though. Don't get me wrong. I still think Josh Allen has more potential than Tyrod. Or Tyrod? How do you say his name? Whatever. Josh Allen, 6 for 12, 34 yards. His day's done. Sacked 5 times. We are getting ready for the kickoff to start the second half. Want to see a little bit more out of the defense. And again, we're going to see a lot of second string defense here. So hopefully it gets a little bit better. I do expect to see. Let me turn this up here. They're talking to Pam Oliver. Yeah, they're talking about Josh Allen's play, and McDermott said he didn't have any help, and he's right. All right, so this kick's gonna be returnable to about the 2-yard line. Runs it out to about the 25, so not that bad. So the Bengals will start with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line to start the second half. I do think it'd probably be Matt Barkley coming back in. Yeah, it's good to hear that Allen doesn't have a concussion. It did look like he hit his head pretty hard. He seemed okay when he got up. Even when the official told me he had to get off the field, he was a little confused as to why. Probably true. Probably should have that happen. If you see someone hit their head hard, he held as he went down. He held his head. I've seen quarterbacks do that, not because their head hurts, just because of the frustration of the moment. So I don't know which one's which. Edmonds is still in there. I believe he made that tackle. So I'm really impressed with Edmonds. If I get nothing else out of this game, I like what I see from Edmonds. I look forward to seeing him play and seeing him grow as a player. He doesn't need to grow in size anymore because, man, if you see, he's so much bigger than Milano. It's insane. Oh, my gosh. They're running a weak side blitz here, it looks like. Wide open over the middle. Boyd out to the 44-yard line for our first down. I would love for Khalil Mack to come to Buffalo. It's not going to happen until next year. If it does happen, though, just due to the salary cap situation, he's not going to sign here and hope to make money next year. Again, I don't know what Edmonds. We're talking about how lengthy he is. Why doesn't he try to get his arm up there and deflect the ball? I don't have a good angle, so maybe he had no chance at it. But man, he's just lengthy, so you should always be trying to get the ball. All right, force him outside. Good tackle. Good tackle, Poyer. Good job. Yeah, I think the reason why we're seeing some of the ones still out there is due to the fact that we played so poorly in the first half. Again, I think our defense actually is not playing that bad. Couple big plays that you want to see fixed up. Vontae Davis, I went off about how I feel about him at halftime. I need him to get better, but yeah, I think overall the defense has not been that bad. Like to see the improvement from Edmonds. We haven't gotten to the quarterback. I'd like to see us get to the quarterback a little bit more. We did get to Dalton, not sack him, but over the middle again, wide open over the middle every single time. Oh goodness. Yep, gonna be another first down to Carson out of the backfield. Probably about a 20-yard gain, guys. Like they just keep doing this stuff. Excuse me. About the 42-yard line of Buffalo. So they're moving in 41. Okay. 1st and 10, coming in right to left again. 1st and 10, 12:33 left to go in the third quarter. Play action fake. Wide open over the middle again. Good hit. It might be penalized. Vontae Davis needs to cool down because he knows he's been playing bad. Yeah, it was a good hit. First positive talk since the draft on Edmonds. He's had a great game. Great game. Are you talking about overall or are you talking about on this channel? Because I think Steve has been talking up Edmonds a lot. I know after we drafted him, we were both talking him up pretty good. I think, to be honest, that was my favorite first round pick out of the two of them. And it should be probably most Bills fans. That's probably the way it works. But yeah, Vontae Davis with a good hit there. Probably a little frustration at the end with how he's been playing. Tackle, nice tackle. Edmonds with a great tackle. Way to get in there. He's not defenseless. He turned his head around, and he leads with his shoulder. Yep. All right, so he turns his head to the side, leads with the shoulder. Maybe could have got a little bit lower, but good play. Good play. Carson trying to come out of the backfield. Good coverage. Incomplete pass. So 3rd and 11. So hopefully our defense can hold them to another field goal. Again, I don't mind this bend, don't break mentality of field goals. It doesn't help when they score touchdowns on the first 2 series. But if we can score touchdowns, trading field goals for touchdowns is not a bad thing as long as we're the ones scoring touchdowns. Good play. Played to the corner of the end zone by 3rd Malone. And Vontae Davis with a good breakup. Good breakup. He got his hands right in between the receiver's hands. That's what I want to see. He heard me. See, they're playing this at halftime. He heard me. He came out strong. I really liked that first drive for Vontae Davis. I really like that first drive for Edmonds. I will take that every day of the week, guys. Every day of the week, I'll take that. But here's the issue. We're playing our first string defense against mostly their second string offense. So, but I'll take that. I will absolutely take a field goal every single time. So, the whole man can still cover. Well, not AJ Green. Not Ross. I don't even know Ross's first name. So, and I shouldn't say AJ Green because Tre'Davious White was on AJ Green most of the game, most of the first half. So the Green touchdown was not on Vontae Davis, but the Ross one was. So I want to say John Ross. But But hey, again, 23-0, Cincinnati. Now it's time to see Nathan Peterman. Now I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Nathan Peterman can do. It was a 40-yard field goal by Randy Bullock. It was good, obviously, 23-0. We got 10:52 to go in the third quarter. Buffalo Bills offense is coming onto the field for the first time in the second half. So I do, like I said, Nathan Peterman should be coming in. And I was listening. Yeah, hey. Sometimes these players need ripped into it. I'm sure Coach McDermott's doing it too. But I'll happily help out. If that's what it takes. Maybe I don't need my Fox 87. Maybe I just need to yell some more. Come on here week 1 still with a sore throat or something. Monday and Tuesday can't go into work just because I can't talk, which is fine, by the way. I'm good with taking a day off of work for the Bills too. Absolutely. I told my boss if the Bills are in the playoffs, every Monday I'm off of the playoffs. Just so she knows, just so she's aware, that's how it's gonna happen. So, see anything on that drive of anything worth talking about on that drive? Edmonds had a great drive. Carson had a run to the outside that he caught quick for 1 yard loss. Edmonds did some good things on that drive, and so Vontae Davis. So there's my good talk for Edmonds. Again, if there's one thing good to say about this game so far is that Edmonds has been playing really well. I hope if Nathan Peterman comes in here and puts up Andy Dalton numbers, which by the way were 11 for 16, 180, and 2 touchdowns, he has the starting job. And if he doesn't have the starting job, I have no faith in Dabble at that point. None. I'm sorry, I just don't. And I know it's way too early to say that. And I know he'll start Josh Allen, and our team will be awesome, and I'm good with that. But it will start off really poorly. All right, so the kick is returnable. Kickoff to about the 5-yard line. Gets it to about the 21. And that was Cadet again. So we're trying Cadet on these kickoffs to see if the reason why I think we're doing that is to see if he has a place on our roster. Because up until now he really hasn't. Because we do have our three running backs. If we have McCoy, Ivory, and Murray. I always get that confused. I don't know why. Marcus. So Nathan Peterman's in, 1st and 10. 10:45 left to go in the third quarter. 21-yard line. Shotgun on the first play. Pass is complete to Charles Clay. So we do still have a bunch of our first-string guys in there, which I do not think is a bad thing. You want your starters to play with these first-string, or your backup quarterback Nathan Peterman play with these first-string guys. See how he does with them. Looked like a shotgun snap, quick 3-step drop. So it wasn't a long time back there. I don't know if they tried too many of those with Josh Allen. And that might be another thing why Nathan Peterman's been looking better than Josh Allen. Has the play calling been the same? I don't think it has, but maybe it has. Allen shotgun again. Hands the ball off. Probably about 1.5 yard gain by Murphy. Yeah, now they're showing stats. Marvin Lewis is the second longest tenured active head coach, which don't know how that happened. Don't know how that happened at all, but good for him. If you remember the Bengals before him, they were pretty awful. So, they were putting the bags over their heads and things like that. So, not the fans, the players, actual players were putting bags over their heads, and you saw it on the field the way they played. All right, passing deep. Was that a catch? There's a flag. Kelvin Benjamin with what looks like a nice catch. If it stands, really nice catch. It looks like it's going to be on Goodwin. Pass interference on defensive pass interference on the Bengals, and a really nice grab. Again, if he comes down with it. Goodwin just didn't look back for the ball, face guarding and contact on that play. So Benjamin was able to get some separation, jump up and go get it. And those are the type of balls Benjamin always goes and gets. We saw one in the first half that Kirkpatrick got his upper arm on it, barely tipped it just enough to throw off where Kelvin Benjamin thought it was going to go. So now we got 1st and 10. First really big play for the Bills, other than that Chris Ivory 20-yard run. First big pass play, that's for sure. So we got 1st and 10 at the Bengals 48-yard line. So we're moving the ball now. Murphy with a nice cutback, 2 nice cutbacks, cuts it back in, and a nice gain. I do see 2 flags on the field, probably for the same thing because they're in the same spot. So hopefully that's not coming back. Either way, that's a nice run. Does not look like the Bills players are happy about it. So we'll see what the flag is. But it was a nice run. I like that run. Illegal block on the back. See, there's no reason. I'm not even disagreeing with the call. It was a light call on Coleman. It was a light call. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the call. But here's the thing: there's no reason for Coleman to extend like that. There's no reason. So that extension, when he extends his arms, I'm trying to get on camera. When he extends his arms, they're going to throw the flag every time. I don't think they throw the flag if he doesn't extend his arms. Just let him go. Put your arms up, even though it looks bad when you put your hands up, but still. All right, Murphy with a catch on the outside on 1st and 15 for probably about 5 yards. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Pam Oliver is not talking to Andy Dalton. I don't care. I don't know. I'm not I'm not in love with Andy Dalton like other Bills fans are. It's not. I have no disrespect for the guy. He looked good in the first half. Good luck to his foundation. Happy we can help him out, but I'm not gonna give him a stand ovation because he completed a pass on 4th and 17. They beat him with a scramble. Gets about 3 yards, and there's a flag. So we'll see what the flag is. Man, Bills are getting a lot of flags today. Does anyone else notice that? Like the Bengals don't seem to be having a lot of flags. They've got a couple, but we're not gonna know what the flag's for because Pam Oliver has to talk to Andy Dalton. Very important. We don't worry about the play on the field because we have Andy Dalton here. So I do hear some booing from the crowd, so I'm guessing it's on Buffalo. I still don't want to hear them talk. They're still on time what the flag's for. 8:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Back to Andy Dalton and Pam Oliver, please, because we haven't seen more of them. Oh, we're doing dual screen now. 2nd and 15. So it was another 5-yard penalty on Buffalo, right? Another pass completion from Andy Dalton to Charles Clay, getting back into Cincinnati side. So what, 49-yard line, I think. 49-48. So guys, I can't even tell you much. I just oh well. Charles Clay up the middle for about 7 yards. So that's going to be 3rd down from the 49-yard line. So it's about 3rd and I'll say 9. 3rd and 16. I know what I'm talking about. So obviously the penalty was on Buffalo. It was a 10-yarder or something like that, and they just didn't have it right. Out route by who is that? Who is that? That was a completion for a 1st down. Yes, Dalton had a monster day. I've said it a lot. Thanks for reminding us. Jeremy Curley with a nice play. Out route. Gives a 1st down. Tell you what, he's already outplayed. Uh-oh. All right, timeout Cincinnati. Timeout Cincinnati. Last time something else like Pam Oliver's had a fish hook in it. Like, they just keep talking. And again, that's what makes this game so hard to watch sometimes. Like, stop. Like, I don't need to know about Andy Dalton's life. I just don't. I'm glad his charity's doing well, and I don't wish any worse on the guy. Like, I want his charity to do well for him, and no. Maybe I'm crazy, guys, but I want to watch football. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to watch football. That's it. Not here to watch commercials. Don't care. Not here to watch them talk about players on the side. Talk to players on the sideline. Like, talk about injury news. I'm good with that. But yeah, Peterman starting off really good. Cincinnati just called timeout, but Peterman is currently 5 for 5 for 62 yards. So looking really good. Hasn't been sacked yet. Marcus Murphy has 9 carries for 44 yards. Chris Ivory 3 for 31 still. Kevin Benjamin now has 2 catches for 39 yards and is now our leading receiver. Charles Clay is 4 for 24. So we are moving the ball. We are moving the ball so far on this drive. This drive started. We have 7 plays and 68 yards. So moving the ball pretty well. I think 68 yards is definitely the most we've moved the ball. Up to that point, our longest drive was 20 yards. Looks like. I'm sorry, 26 yards. 26 yards. Longest drive in the first half was 26 yards, guys. Is that bad? It's not good. It's not good. So 23-0, Cincinnati, 6:58 left to go in the third quarter. Nathan Peterman's moving the ball quite well. Again, I would like to see if the offensive scheme has changed at all. It looks like we're in shotgun formation a little bit more. Maybe that's due to the weak offensive line. We'll see. See if we can punch it in here. We're at the 31-yard line. So we're in field goal range. Have house money. So even if we don't get another first down, we will probably get points on the board here. Unless we decide to go for it, because losing game 23-3 in the preseason is no better than losing game 23-0. So, all right, here we go. Game's back on. 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the 31-yard line. We got handoff. Murphy was about a 12, 13-yard gain. Again, Murphy's looking really good. We really need to start looking at that kid a little more. Yes, great run by Murphy. Maybe this is something. Maybe we found something here. Mills with a good block out. I really like that block out Mills. I don't have a lot of good things to say about Mills, but he did a good job there getting to his spot and giving Murphy that lane. So now we got 1st and 10 from the 17. Run the same play. I hate when they run the same play. I hate when a play works well and they run the same play. Running the ball. Passing the ball, you should do it until the corner stops you. Man. Stopping momentum like that. Just like that. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. But maybe Peterman will throw up a nice ball. Clay will go get it or something like that. 2nd and 10, we're going to pass the ball here, right? We have to. Don't run 2 back-to-back plays. All right, Peterman's back. Oh, Kroom. I had the tight end right. Not Charles Clay, but Kroom. Touchdown, Buffalo. Good drive, Nathan Peterman. Good drive. Win yourself that starting job right now. Right now, 23-6, pending the extra point, 5:45 left to go in the third quarter of this third preseason game that I'm getting way too excited about. But a touchdown pass from Peterman to Kroom to put the Buffalo Bills on the board. Kroom's first catch of the day, 17 yards for the touchdown. Like I said, 23-6, 5:45 remaining. Who's the starter for the Bills? Are you talking about quarterback? Pax Decker? Are you talking quarterback right now? If you are talking quarterback, think Nathan Peterman's showing up. Think Nathan Peterman's showing why he should be the starter to start the season. And let me tell you something. If Nathan Peterman's our starter, yeah, I think it's going to be Nathan Peterman at this point. Like, I want Nathan Peterman to shut some people up about that stupid LA game. So many things went wrong in that LA game. So many things. And, he doesn't get enough credit for the Indianapolis Colts game. He really doesn't. He was the starter for the Indianapolis Colts game. I know he got hurt, and Joe Webb came in, and Joe Webb did great, and I was really happy with that game overall from both the quarterbacks. But he doesn't get enough credit for that game. He gets too much slack for what happened in the Chargers game. So here we go. Got some points on the board. Something worth to get excited about a little bit. Nathan Peterman is now, I think he's 7 for 7. Sorry, 6 for 6. Nathan Peterman, 6 for 6 for 79 yards and a touchdown. He already has the same amount of completions as Josh Allen did the whole first half. He has double the yardage, over double the yardage, and now he has that one touchdown. Yeah, you're right. You're wide right, Tasker. You are absolutely correct. So everyone who's now all 3 of our quarterbacks have played with the ones, right? All 3 of them. And Nathan Peterman is the only one who did anything with them. Now, Josh Allen did good with the 2s. He really did. And maybe if he has more time with the 1s, he'll be able to do just as well. Because obviously he's been practicing a little bit more with 2s and 3s. But let's give him that time to do that then. And right now is not a good time to do that. Right now, you want your starter practicing with the ones. So when it comes to the regular season, what happens is in practice throughout the week, your starter, practices with the ones all the drives except for maybe two, and you give Josh Allen those two for the next 10 weeks, 11 weeks, however long Nathan Peterman has a job for, and then you start Josh Allen then. So we'll see. Listen, there have been. I know I'm not the only Bills YouTuber on here, and I know a couple of you have been saying Peterman's the man. I'm not gonna say I agreed with you. I'm not gonna say I disagreed with you. There's no, there's no proof to back up either one. So I don't think I was adamantly disagreeing. If I was disagreeing at all, like I want to see Nathan Peterman get a fair shake too. I remember last year, a lot of Bills fans were happy when we drafted Nathan Peterman. I think it was in the 4th round. I thought we got steal. I thought we got steal from where people were saying he was going to end up. But hey, this is a great start, and there's no reason why you shouldn't start Nathan Peterman week 1. No reason. I don't see it. Do not see it at all. So when I do my prediction video, which is coming out, I will do it as if the Bills starting quarterback is Nathan Peterman, unless I hear otherwise. But yeah, so here we are. Kick off to give the ball back to the Bengals. 5:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball went into the end zone, and it is a touchback. So the Bengals will start with the ball at the 25-yard line. Well, here's what I wish we would do. Honestly, I wish more teams would do it, especially preseason. Sure, in the regular season, most of the kicks are going to go into the end zone. I'm good with that. I'm good with taking, most kickoffs at the 25. Like, I hate the fact that we moved from the 20 to 25, but is what it is. Why wouldn't you kick it short in these games just to see how your special teams does if it doesn't go into the end zone? Why wouldn't you try an onside kick or two just to see what it's like with these new rules? Because I personally haven't talked about onside kicks, and maybe some of you have seen some. I haven't yet. But these onside kicks are going to be so hard. Way to read the screen. And then you just gave up on it anyway. So it's a 15-yard screen pass. There's a flag down, maybe a legal man downfield, because that play took a long time to develop. Screen pass to Walton. Had a screen pass, and then he went to the sideline holding something. So, yeah, so must have been either a hold or legal man downfield, because it was 10-yard penalty on the Bengals. So it's going to be 1st and 20. So that play doesn't count. Like I said, our offensive lineman, I forget who it was, but he read the play pretty well, and then just as their quarterback was getting, since his quarterback was going to throw the ball, Barkley, he jumped up and stopped him, and then it was almost like he gave up on the play. Like, okay, I read it, I'm done. So, but there could have been situations in that I didn't. Like, it was real time, so I didn't see the whole thing. So, 1st and 20, they're going to run the ball. Vontae Davis with a whiff on the tackle on Carson. Gets about 6 or 7 yards, I'll say. Looks like Humper made the tackle, so he's getting some playing time, chance to show what he has. I think he's actually on the roster bubble, but that's just me. Second and 12, so it was actually an 8-yard gain from the 23-yard line. 4:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo trailing 23-7 in this 3rd preseason game. For those of you who are with me, thank you for joining us on Believers Talk. Looks like there's a big run here by Cincinnati. Carson gets it to about the 37-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for Cincinnati. But thank you for joining me here on Believers Talk. If you have not already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. We will be here for, I'm not going to say all the regular season games. We will definitely be here for the Baltimore game, doing live coverage. We will be here for the week 2 game against the LA Chargers. We should be here for most games, actually. The only two I know for sure that we will not be doing live stream for would be the Monday night primetime game. I already told the boys that. Popped up in the air, pick off, nice. I think that was on the wide receiver. What the heck was that? No one can tackle on Cincinnati's offense, which you shouldn't be able to tackle on offense. But, oh, man. That's the momentum shift that the Bills would need. Like if this was a regular season game, I first of all I'd probably be off camera jumping them down because it's the momentum shift we need. But we got Raphael Bush with the interception. Looks like it bounced off the Bengals wide receiver's helmet. Yeah. So it was one of those passes that kind of hit him like right here and bopped up in the air. Raphael Bush was there to get the interception. So and he returned it from about the Bills 46 to Cincinnati's I'll say 25. So Raphael Bush with an interception, and then now Nathan Peterman gets back on the field. So we'll see Nathan Peterman. Yeah, I think the only two games that we will not be streaming, and I could be wrong on this. I'll let you know more as the season goes on. Nathan Peterman up the middle. So we're inside the 5, guys. Kroom again gets inside the 5. Kroom might be finding himself a starting job on this roster as well. The only two games that I know for sure we probably will not be here for are the Monday night primetime game against New England. I told the guys over at Sports Fury that I will not be doing a live stream, so they better represent Buffalo well. And then the other game, I will be at the Jacksonville Jaguars game. Just talked to UCF Jaguar, was in here a little bit ago. We will do a collaboration video before that game, hopefully, but I will not be live streaming that one. First down, we run Cadet up the middle for no gain, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Yeah, Crew might have gone in place. I haven't seen Lee in yet. Has Lee been in? Has anyone seen Lee in yet? In fact, I haven't. I mean, Clay and Kroom, I think, might be the only two tight ends with a reception so far. I will check. Nathan Peterman, 7 for 7, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Kroom, 2 catches, 38 yards. All right, 2nd and goal. I'll check after this play. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set up top. Pass, it's going to be incomplete, but there's a flag. Zay Jones was calling for a flag. The play was intended for Zay Jones. He was looking for a flag before the ball fell, it looked like. So, but the ball went out of bounds, so I don't even think it was catchable. Do they have not catchable anymore? Yeah, he got held. Okay, yeah, no, it could have been. It could have been catchable. So yeah, Zay Jones is going to get credited for the pass interference on Cincinnati. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. So if he's a lock for a 3rd tight end, you think Logan Thomas is no longer there, or will he be 4? Because we didn't keep 4 on our roster last year. We had Lee in as the 4th. So with Charles Clay having a history of injury problems, it will be interesting to see. Right on 1st down with it looks like Cadet. I could be wrong because it's just a mass pile right now. Yeah, Cadet did not get in, so it's going to be 2nd goal from the 1. Absolutely. So we have 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We're talking about how bad the offensive lines are playing for Buffalo and how much they want to get this, and that's absolutely true. And we get this again. If this were a regular season game, we'd care more. But if we get this, we're right back in this game. 1 minute and 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The field goal really wouldn't help us in this spot. I don't feel. Touchdown. He was in. Cadet. Touchdown, Cadet. Yo, get off him. Come on. It'll probably be reviewed. Josh Allen's watching from the sideline, realizing that, oh, wait, I'm not the starter here. So, because this is still our 1st string offensive line. Now, is the 2nd string? Oh, he fumbled that. That's why they were all over him. He fumbled it. But so Cadet recovers it in the end zone. But that's why, like, I was yelling for him to go off him. He was on top of him because he knew he fumbled the ball. So he was trying to get that ball loose again. But it was obviously recovered by Cadet. So, I think we'll keep a 4th tight end. I mean, it's possible. We have so many other roster spots to fill, roster voids, that we might keep an extra somewhere else, especially maybe keeping that 6th or even 7th wide receiver. Don't know. Or, I did see this before. Logan Thomas was a quarterback in high school. So maybe we keep him as like a Joe Webb type thing. He can play tight end. He can play wide receiver, and he can play quarterback. Maybe. Oh, 1 for 2. I'm sorry. 1 for 2. Hand off to Cadet Rep Mill, misses it. So with 138 left to go in the third quarter, Buffalo still trailing now by 10, 23-13. You're in Spain. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm glad that you're watching it this way. Again, if you're able to watch in the regular season, come on here because we will be live streaming these games just like this. I'll be giving you commentary and I'll be reading your comments and we'll be talking back and forth. But welcome to Believers Talk. Subscribe, hit that notification bell because we will be coming on here most weeks. Like I said, probably 14 of the 16 weeks we'll be on here. 14 and 17, we do have the bye week in there too. But if you guys want me to do another game, let me know. Maybe we'll do that during the bye week, or maybe we'll just come on here, watch some football together while we talk about the Buffalo Bills. That'd be kind of neat, right? I don't know what the game schedule looks like for week 10, but hey, I'll happily do it. I'll probably be watching football anyway, so why not? But you guys probably know just as well as anybody, things come up. So the plan as of right now is to be here for 14 of the 16 regular season games. The only two we'll miss is that Monday night primetime game and that Jacksonville Jaguars game. They did not get the two. They went for two, but they did not get it. So now the score is 23-13. Actually, a little happy. They went for two just to see our what it looks like our two-point conversion offense looks like. I hope we do a much better job calling that if we need it in the regular season. But I just don't, the way our offensive line's been playing, I don't know why we'd run the ball there. Our offensive line is not making much of a push. It seems like a lot of the good runs that we're talking about have been going to the outside, which looked like Cadet tried to get to the outside. Just didn't have room to. So, will we get that two-point conversion if that's McCoy? Will we get that first two-point conversion if it's Chris Ivory? Will we get that two-point conversion if it's Marcus Murphy? That's something to think about. Cadet has not looked good. Not only has Marcus Murphy looked really good this preseason, Travis Cadet hasn't looked that good. So, in fact, I would say, who's the other guy the rookie we just got? Someone's going to say it, and I'm going to feel bad for not knowing it. But yeah, I would say he's looked better. To be honest with you. Ford, got it. Damn, look it up. Whew. Right, Key Ford, right? He's looked better. So I do want to thank everyone who's joined me on here again. Just really looking forward to the regular season. Offensive line does obviously need a little work, but hey, doing all right. Cameron just tried to look down girl's shirt, so that's normal, I guess. Love the NFL. So we kick it off, goes into the end zone. They're going to return it from the end zone. So this guy's trying to make the roster basically, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble. There's multiple flags, but it's a fumble. Looks like Cincy recovered it. Wow, can you imagine we recovered that? Can you imagine Peterman comes in after recovering fumble, leads us to a third touchdown drive? That was a good, that was a good strip by Wallace. I've not said too many good things about Levi Wallace on this channel. That was a good strip by Levi Wallace. College football and college football fans in the house. Who's your team? College football starts next week. I will not be here for the week 4 preseason game against the Chicago Bears. So I probably will not be on here. If that changes, obviously we'll let you know, but I don't think I will be. Because Sunday NFL Ticket does not show the preseason games, and I know that one's not showing on NFL Network, at least not live. They'll show it later, but not live. So, all right, now Pam Oliver's talking to Kyle Williams. I love Kyle Williams. Still late to talking. Really? Like, oh, Kyle Williams, is this team good? No? What do you think? My goodness. My goodness. There has to be better questions. You know the team you play for, the team that after you get back from injury, you'll be playing on. They any good? No? Yeah, they suck, right? Yeah. Like what? I go nuts. They drive me bananas. I just don't want to hear this right now. I'm sorry, guys. If you're watching the game and you like it, that's great. I'm happy for you. But man, hey, there's a penalty. Who's it on? Don't know. Do you know why? Because we're talking Kyle Williams, Pam Oliver, Kyle Williams, talking, chatting, having a good time, getting some tea. Seriously. Still talking. No, no. I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything because nothing's happening. I'm not saying anything so you can all hear Kyle Williams talk because that's what's going on right now. I'm watching a soap opera with Kyle Williams and Pam Oliver. I just can't believe it. I only have 3 watchers right now because I'm probably boring them because I'm not saying anything because there's no football on. All right. 3rd and 5 from 15. That's a false start on Cincinnati that didn't get called. Open field drop by Carter. So it's going to be 4th and 5. I feel like the drop's justice because there was a false start. There are 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I do, and it looks like I'm seeing a lot of our 2nd string guys in there right now. So it does look like we are going to the 2nd string. We've seen enough out of our 1st string, I think. Peterman has looked great. Really enjoyed what we got Nathan Peterman this so far in this game. Yeah, 13 seconds, still 23-13 Cincinnati. 13 seconds left in the 3rd. 4th and 5. So while we pass the ball, it does look like we will get decent field position. Kick back to the 30. It looks like it's Ray McLeod. That's looks like there's going to be a block on the back on Buffalo. We returned it to the 44. But just looking at some of the way that Cincinnati Bengals players fell. But Ray McLeod had a nice return there. Looks like there was a block in the back on number 40, which would be anybody? Not sure. Yeah. Vallejo, okay. Yeah, and he's someone else who's questionable to make the team too. So I wouldn't be surprised if things like that get him cut. I mean, you can't have special teams penalties. You just can't do it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of special teams penalties. Seems like it's a lot of special teams penalties, though. Man, they try to clean that up because they think that most big injuries happen on special teams. Not sure if I believe that. We just saw Lee from the Jaguars, wide receiver, Marquise Lee, went down with a gruesome injury. I feel like the most gruesome injuries happen to the offensive players, but I mean, again, then you talk about Ryan Shazier last year, and that was a huge injury. So they happen all over the place. They really happen all over the place. You can't predict it. And then no matter how much you try to protect the players, you can't take hitting out of the game of football. Like that's part of it. That's part of the game of football is hitting. If you don't like it, don't sign up for it. I mean, that's fine. I mean, yes, we always want to progress and make things safer. I'm not saying we don't. There's technology for the helmets to make the helmets safer. There's technology for the padding to make the padding safer. Some of these rule changes make sense. At one point there was no helmet to helmet rule. There wasn't. You just went after somebody and nailed him in the head. I mean, you're on YouTube right now, search like most gruesome hits in NFL history. There's some of them on there that you're just like, wow, that wasn't illegal. And then there's some that you look at and say, it was a good hit, but today in today's NFL, that would be illegal. So we have to keep McLeod. I live near Clemson and watch him throughout his career. He is a player. I like McLeod. I do. If we keep any of our young rookie receivers, that's the one I want to keep. I don't want to keep. Austin probably had a good game last game, didn't he? Yeah, he had a bad first game, bad game last game. I'm going to see how he does here. I don't want to keep the Alabama kid whose name I've said before on this show, like this one, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. So Robert Foster. So yeah, if we keep any of the rookies, that'd be the one I want to keep. Goes to New England. Yeah, we drop him. Goes to New England, just rips it up. That would be something, wouldn't it? So 2 touchdown drives in that third quarter. So that's very exciting. Yeah, Pearman remains in. Absolutely. Started at 25, 1st and 10, completed to, I don't know, it was wrapped up right away. It looked like Coleman. Yeah. So that was like a 3-4 yard loss, actually. Welcome back, Fox 87. Pearman did look good. Has looked good. He still hasn't had an completion, although that last completion was for a 3-yard loss, but should make the decision now. They asked if you're Sean McDermott, when do you make the decision on who the starting quarterback is, or when do you make the announcement? I feel like this decision's already been made. Make the announcement tomorrow, just like you did for Josh Allen starting this game. All right, first incompletion for Nathan Peterman. So it's going to be 3rd and 14. So. All right, so Nathan Peterman back in shotgun, 3rd and 14. Well, that was a great throw. Great throw. First down. First down, O'Reilly. So that's his first catch. I don't know. Maybe there's something between Nathan Peterman and these tight ends, which is fine. Like, hey, move the ball downfield, and maybe that's something Josh Allen needs to learn. Remember earlier in this program, I talked about how Josh Allen doesn't seem to be checking the ball down. Maybe he's just looking at his first two targets and seeing what's there, and then not. It's a catch for 9 yards. Looks like to Murphy. The reason I grimaced a little bit, it looked like Nathan Peterman set up to get hit pretty hard. Time for a comeback. Hey, yeah, again, the winning's not important. I'm a lot more excited about this second half than I was the first half. I feel like this is the team I want to see on Sundays during the regular season. I'm watching the team I want to see on Sundays during the regular season. You know, the Bengals scheme hasn't changed any, so the players have, sure. First down, right middle for about, looks like a yard, maybe a yard and a half for Murphy. So, or no, that was Keith Ford. I'm sorry. So Ford's in the game now. So first down, Buffalo. Looking at the first 8 weeks in Buffalo's schedule, everyone talks about. All right, I'm going on another rant. Surprise. Everyone talks about strength of schedule, right? Buffalo's first 8 weeks look so tough. Baltimore, LA, Minnesota, Green Bay, Tennessee, Houston, Indianapolis, New England. Oh, tip ball at the line, incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. But we have no idea. No idea. We think Minnesota is going to be good. We think Green Bay is going to be good. We think Baltimore is going to be good. We think the Chargers are going to be good. We know New England's going to be good. Sorry, guys. We think Houston's going to be good. Like, we don't know from one season to the next. I mean, on average, 6 of the 12 playoff teams are different each year, right? And the Chargers, how many times have we heard, oh, the Chargers are going to be good this year? I think the Chargers are going to be good this year. And then what happens? They start off 0-6. Ooh, Ooh, bad pass, read well by Cincinnati, almost intercepted. So it's gonna be 3rd and 10. Looks like McCray, 29 for Cincinnati, had a good read on the ball. It was intended for O'Leary. As soon as O'Leary stopped his route, McCray jumped it. Would have been a pick six if he got his hands on it. But he just was unable to, off by like half a step. But how often do we see playoff teams from one year not make the playoffs the following year, or not even look good the next year? Right? Who says Watson comes back and plays well? Like, who says that? What if he has a sophomore slump? What if him being out with a torn ACL or whatever it was causes him to misread things? Not saying it's going to happen. I hope it doesn't. I hope Houston plays well. You'll see my prediction show how well I have him doing. But who's to say that? Who's to say Jacksonville? Who's to say Blake Bortles doesn't have a tough time? You know, Baltimore's Joe Flacco. I already told you that. If you pay attention to football, they're out Jimmy Smith and they're out their tight end that they got there in the draft too for the first game of the season. So it really is. And how good was Green Bay last year after? Oh, Peterman with the scramble, first down, get down because you're our starter. Gets it inside the 25. There's a flag. Come on. Oh my gosh. It was 3rd and 4 by a 9-yard scramble. Holding on the offense. 65. Oh, I don't see that. I don't like that call. They call him Booker, I'm sorry. It looked more like a hold from the other angle, but man. 4-4 after week 8. Again, I don't know. Should I do my prediction show live? What do you think? Or should I just do this? Record it. All right, Peterman scrambles again on 3rd and 15, gets about 5 to the 4-1 yard line. So it's gonna be 4th and 10. We're gonna punt it. Still, I'm still really impressed with Nathan Peterman. I mean, that would have been first down if it wasn't for a hold that didn't affect the play. It was at the point of attack. It should have been called, but we didn't need it. It just didn't need to happen. He was already past that point. So now, obviously, Booker, obviously his name, didn't know that. Yeah, that's a touchback. That's okay, man. Preseason, we know you have that kick later. The choice to make. I don't think it's a tough choice. They just said who's it going to be between the quarterbacks. They think it's going to be a tough choice. I don't think it's a tough choice. You have to start Peterman. Peterman's earned it. Peterman has earned the job. I can do it live. Thanks, Fox 87. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I'll be away from home next week, so when I do it, it won't be as homey. But we'll see what happens. I'm taking the camera and the laptop with me, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I had an issue with the camera. Trying to set it up. Like I'm using my laptop camera for this now because I was trying to set up my webcam and it just wasn't working. So that was part of the issues why I was late. So I apologize again for that. If you're watching, welcome to Believers Talk. If you're just joining me, game is 23-13. Peterman's looked really good. I think Peterman has won himself the starting job after this performance. But that's just my opinion. I don't know if anyone else. I know that Josh Allen didn't. And again, like I said before, it's not Josh Allen's fault. If you watch this game, Josh Allen 0 time. But why is it that Josh Allen has no time and Nathan Peterman starts 10 for 10 or 8 for 8 for 100 yards and a touchdown? Is it because we played against second string Cincinnati's defense? Maybe. It is very possible because we were. But it's good to know that our first string can at least push around the second string of another team, right? So, but we'll see. Yeah, as far as the wide receivers that we are keeping, I think Someone said we're not keeping Zay Jones. That's to me that's kind of ridiculous. Unless he's in more trouble than we know from his off-season instances. But his contract's fully guaranteed. He's still on his rookie contract. So and I feel like he has. I would say his potential to be comeback player of the year, but they don't give Bills players awards. So he has a chance to earn the comeback player of the year, but he still won't get it. In Eastern Carolina, he had over 100 receptions his senior year or something like that. Like you can't, you don't forget how to catch a ball. You just don't. You know how to catch a ball. So, and I think him playing in the slot will work a lot better for him. Since he has the ball, 1st and 10, first play, we have Driscoll in as quarterback. Looks like it was a nice rollout. Jeff Driscoll, so far this preseason's 20 for 31, 259 yards, a touchdown and an interception. So he's now in. 23-13 Cincinnati, 11 minutes left to go in the game. The first down, second play. Looks like it was a run. Lacey with the tackle on Carson, about 3-yard gain. But star receivers, I'm going to say, or receivers that make the roster, I'm going Kelvin Benjamin, Zay Jones, Curtis Coleman, Jeremy Curley, Raymond McLeod, and we'll do the 6th then. And this is completely going probably like I'm not thinking back to my wide receiver breakdown. I forget why I said it's gonna make it there. I'm going off of what I've seen this preseason. So 6th guy. Who's the 6th guy? So I have McLeod, have Austin Pearl, I'm not sure. Streeter, maybe? Yeah, I'll go with Streeter. So my 6 guys would be Calvin Benjamin, Zay Jones, Curtis Coleman. Those are starting 3. 4th guy will be Jeremy Curley or Raymond McLeod. But then Raymond McLeod will be 5. And then 6 would be Rod Streeter. So 4 for 12 on 3rd downs. Buffalo better than the 0 for 6 they started. 3rd down here, Cincinnati converts. So about the 50-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the game. I don't expect for us to be in a hurry to come back and win this game just because it's a preseason game. I mean, we'll take it if they give it to us. But at this point, we're just here to play, see what our backups have, see if, at this point, I believe there's probably about 4 or 5 roster spots still open. I think the coaching staff has narrowed it down to about that many left. So that's what these guys are fighting for. Carson with the run up the middle to the 40-yard line, moving in. Oh, no, that's Hill. I'm sorry. Jeremy Hill. Is that Jeremy Hill? Yeah, that's the other team that I didn't mention who we play in the second half of the season. The Colts. Who says Andrew Luck comes back and is all of a sudden automatically good? So interesting. Oh, snap. Hill with a big run. Good tackle. Good tackle by number 29. Buffalo. Who's that? Oh, Mark. No. Hill gets up hobbling, so he's off to the sideline. It was a good tackle, but he wrapped up his leg pretty good. So 8:36 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 Cincinnati. They're already at the Buffalo Bills 28-yard line, so they are moving in to get that score to pretty much ice the game. Again, I'm not worried about that. Much more excited than I was in the first half. If you were here at halftime, very excited about the Nathan Peterman play, leading us on those 2 touchdown drives. The 1 touchdown was ran in by Cadet, but and it was started by interception, but led us on 2 touchdown drives. So I'm excited for that. We all know that Sean McDermott is a fan of Nathan Peterman, so I expect Nathan Peterman to be the starter come week 1 of the regular season. So stadium's clearing out. which is normal. These preseason games, you stay for about half. I love this time of a game because these are guys fighting for their jobs. You know what I mean? They're fighting for a spot on, if not this team, on other teams. So even if you know, fumble. It was out of bounds first. Out of bounds first. Good play. Out route by Cincinnati, number 86. Looks like maybe a tight end. Got tackled down low, tried to jump over to get to the pylon, and Wallace nailed him and got the ball. And Borders with the second hit that caused the fumble. The ball went out of bounds. It was close, but it definitely went out of bounds first. And so now the Bengals will have the ball first and goal at the 2-yard line. But yeah, these are guys fighting for their job. So I really enjoy watching this. Like this guy sprawling out to get the touchdown, but then losing the ball. So in one respect, you like it because he's giving his all for the touchdown. But then in another respect, it's kind of like, well, you got if you're going to do that, that's great, but you got to hold on to the ball. Now it's time to see Buffalo's goal line stance defense, the second string, so you can make a name for yourself here. I see Vallejo in there. On first down, they ran up the middle. There's Washington. They get stuffed, so it's going to be second and goal. 6:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, the score is 23-13. Bengals over the Bills. Interested, like some of the takeaways from this game, I'm really interested to hear why Coach McDermott didn't challenge. And if his response is it's a preseason game, then I'm fine with that. Like, okay, fine, you're right. I don't want to sit here for a challenge. Tipped at the line, incomplete, so it's going to be third down now. They went back for a pass, and it was tipped at the line. I don't know who Sean McDermott's yelling at. But he's yelling at somebody. He's yelling that's a pick when it clearly hit the ground. Like it wasn't even close. So I hope he's talking about something else. So we got third and goal from the 1.5-yard line. They have a 3 wide receiver set. One of the wide receivers coming in as an extra blocker, maybe. Oh, good defensive play. Good defensive play. Levi Wallace, there he is, 47. That's a good play. Again, I haven't said much good things about Levi Wallace, and I still don't think he's gonna make the team. But that was a good play, good breakup. So it's gonna be fourth and goal. I imagine Cincinnati's gonna go for it. Again, if your field goal kicker cannot make a 19-yard field goal, then you have bigger issues than trying one in the preseason. Never mind, field goal. What do I know? What do I know? Field goal try for Cincinnati. Make it. Oh, he made a 55-yarder, so hopefully he can make a 19-yarder. And it's not even like a left hash or right hash. It's right down the middle. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Brown with the field goal makes it 26-13. So 26-13, Cincinnati with 6:09 left to go in the game. Nathan Peterman's going to come back out and press us all again. Again, I really like what I've seen from Nathan Peterman. Really do. I can go over his stats real quick right now. Let's see here. 10 for 13, 128 and a touchdown. Like I say, he led those 2 touchdown drives. 10 for 13, 128 and a touchdown. So, yeah, I think he's done enough to win the starting job, guys. I just really do. Whoever's still here with me. I appreciate you guys staying. I know that these preseason games can get a little boring towards the end for a lot of you. Again, I enjoy them, but Fox 87, you're a loyal supporter, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It says I have 6 here, and if you don't feel comfortable chatting or don't want to, have nothing to say, hey, that's fine. Just watch and enjoy. Hopefully, you enjoy the commentary. I know we had that gentleman in here from Spain earlier, so if he's still here, I appreciate him. I appreciate him being here either way. That's really cool. But I appreciate him being here. Just really looking forward to the season, guys. Really looking forward to it. if you're still in this room watching, since it's commercial right now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Bills' regular season schedule and give you a sneak peek as to my my predictions show. How's that sound? I'll let you in on a little something something. So week 1 we have Baltimore at Baltimore. I still think that's gonna be a tough game, but I think with the injuries and the suspension of Jimmy Smith, I think we can pull that one out. I really do. I know it's at M&T Bank Field Stadium, whatever they call it. But they just have a lot of things going against them right now. I think Joe Flacco is regressing, not getting any better. So I really do think we can win that game. Everyone talks about the weapons they have added at wide receiver, and I don't think too many teams are going to beat us by passing the ball this year. Like, you're going to beat us on the ground game. This isn't a great game to say that, make that argument, because, well, the way the Cincinnati Bengals beat us is by 2 touchdowns in the air early in the game. But yeah, I do think that that's how teams are going to beat us on the ground. So much better second half, Gary. Much better second half. So Bills are getting the ball here. 6:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. 26-13. But yeah, so I do think it's a sad day. Senator John McCain died today. I did not hear that news. I know that they took him off life support. So I know none of them are watching, but condolences to John McCain, his family. But back to what we were talking about here. Yeah, so I think we'll beat Baltimore week 1. So that makes us 1-0. Oh yeah, I completely agree. Peterman's the starter. Completely agree. Another pass looks like to Kroom for 20 yards. No, Logan Thomas. There you go. Logan Thomas. Oh, he was a quarterback in college at Va Tech. So he is. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we kept him on the team. And then HB delay. Gosh, I hate the HB delay. Just give me the ball right away so I can make more moves then. 4-yard gain for Ford on the HB delay, which I love. Love the HB delay. Might turn on the light here soon. I see that it's getting darker. Let me know if you guys can still see me, or if you want to see me. Peterman back for a pass. Another catch by Thomas. Pam Oliver talking to, it looks like AJ Green now. Pam Oliver talking. I'm happy that in the regular season we don't have to worry about this. Like, I get it. It's preseason. No one wants to watch football. They want to listen to AJ Green talk. I don't. Sorry, guys. I don't. But who's good today, Fox 87? Who's that? I'm talking about Peterman. Peterman did really good today. Yeah, Peterman's doing really good today. I really am impressed with Nathan Peterman. So if you guys were at a preseason game, fourth quarter, 5 minutes to go, would you guys leave? I love being at football games. I really do. I love being able to watch it at home, a little warmer, or actually a little more climate controlled, I should say. And I can watch all the games. But when I'm at a game, I pay for those tickets. Sure, like preseason games, I find them cheap. $20 here, $15 there. But paid $10 for parking. Yeah, he moved, but you moved off sides, you moron. He moved from Newhouse. He moved from left to right. All right, I'm going to turn on the light here, guys. Yeah, it's going to be an offensive penalty. False start. Turn on the light here for us so we can actually see. All right, I'm back. That didn't take too long, I hope. Didn't lose anybody. Someone come in the chat room on this video in the last 3 seconds and say, wait, no one's here. All right, so we got first 15 at the 41-yard line of Cincinnati. So already moving the ball pretty well again. Peterman's going deep to actually what almost looked like Cincinnati's defender McCray. But it looked like it was actually Temporal Leary. He was coming across the middle. The screens. What screens? Oh, screen passes? Talking about screen passes? Yeah, no, he's moving the ball down the field pretty well. That pass looked a little weird, but 2nd 15, pass to McLeod. McLeod's quick, man. Got us about 10 yards there. So there's a game on tonight, isn't there? I think there's a game on tonight. Maybe not on Fox, but I think there's a game on tonight. Dallas, maybe. Not the Bills, not our Bills. So, but that Dallas offensive line is taking some hits. So, pass to Thomas for a first down inside the 20-yard line. So, moving the ball again. Nathan Peterman moving the ball again. You gotta give him credit. And I don't think, like in a regular season game, I'd say he's moving the ball down the field because they're playing the prevent defense, right? I don't think you do that in preseason. You play your normal schemes, like it's 0-0 every time because these players that you're putting in there are new. So you want to give them a fresh look. You don't want new players playing prevent defense. I mean, what's the point? So, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've never been a head coach or assistant coach for that matter. Screen pass. Oh, almost got the touchdown. Got tripped up. We do have a flag coming in late. Who was that? Was that Murphy or Cadet? Maybe, I don't know. I think Ford's not. Yeah, I'm not sure who the flag's on. It was a late flag. So can I? Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and you won't know the answer. Why is the referee in the end zone calling a wheel back block on the offensive line? That looked like a clean block. So yeah, so that's my point. Why is the guy from the end zone calling that play? Why is the guy on the sideline not calling that play? And the Peterman's back pass. It looks like he's going to take. Oh no, he stands in there. That was smart. I think that was very smart. He gained 5 yards on a run. But what he did was he got out of trouble. It was an illegal crackback block, I believe is what they called. So as I'm listening here, what that means is you cannot face your end zone. So you basically you did a 180 and you're facing your own end zone and you can't block below the waist. But that was a close call. It looked like the block was right on the waist. A and B. It didn't look like he was facing our end zone. It looked like he was more facing the side. But 2nd and 22, another flag. Again, lots of flags on the Bills. Lots of them. Got to clean that up. Don't pay them off with our charity money. And this is what you used it for this game? Man, that's tough. Toe bridge. Toe bridge had to catch, but there's no penalty. Looks like Nathan Peterman's not too happy about it. Nathan Peterman now has enough pull in the league to influence the ref's decision, though. I remember bringing a drink when I'm doing these in the regular season. Man, I'm thirsty. Maybe have a mini fridge in here, some snacks. But we are not seeing what the penalty is because we're in the booth right now. More talking. Are we talking about the game? Nope. Talking about preseason? Nope. We're not talking about practice. Practice. We're talking about practice. We're not. We're not talking about practice. All right. So the penalty was on the Bengals. It looks like because it's 1st and 10 now for Buffalo. Still the 25-yard line though. So I don't know what the penalty was. First down to is that McLeod again? No. Cam Phillips with a sighting. It's 1st and 10, so I'd assume it was Fox A7 because we didn't have first down there. But at the same time, we didn't move the ball at all, so I don't know what the penalty was. But then I got 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line. 4:05 left to go in the game. 26-13 Cincinnati. If you're just joining me, thank you for joining. If you are not already a subscriber, subscribe to Believers Talk. We will be doing this for all the regular season games except 2. And just hit that notification bell, and it will let you know when we go live. I was late for this game, but I plan not to be late for any of the regular season games. Ford just had a nice run, and they gave it to him again inside the 10, inside the 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 or 3 inside the 5-yard line, so about the 4. So looks like we might be looking at another touchdown drive here, guys. Going to be a 3rd one for Nathan Peterman. Go through Nathan Peterman's stats because he's just looked really good. I will not be streaming against the Bears. Like I said, I'll be away. Ooh, snap. Peterman's first sack of the game, so it's going to be 3rd and a lot from long. Stacked back to the 16-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 14 from the 16, I believe. He had no chance. It was a bull rush. Offensive line did what the offensive line likes to do, not block. But yeah, to get back to Fox A7, yeah, I probably won't be. I'll be away next week, and I don't think they really show much of and I'll be up north even further, so there's no reason for them to show. 3rd down, 13, dump pass. Got to think with that pass, they're probably going to try to go for it here on 4th down. So I don't think they're going to televise Week 4's game. If they televise it, I'll think about it, but I also will be at a work-related thing as well, so I might not be given the opportunity. So we'll see. 4th and 6 from the 7, and we are going for it with 2:17 to go. We can milk this down to a 2-minute warning if we don't like what we see or if we want to change our look. Maybe even try one of those onside kicks I was talking about if we score a touchdown here. Incomplete. Pass intent for McLeod. Tried to make a diving catch. Could not do it. Not McLeod's fault. I don't think it was a catchable ball. So right at the 2-minute warning, since he will get the ball back, 26-13. I mean, that ends the game score-wise. I think there's still more you want to look at as far as players. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm much more. I'm a lot happier with the second half of this game. Much happier with how Nathan Peterman did. Very impressed with Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds had a good game. Vontae Davis was hot and cold. Very cold in the first half. Played well. I think he only played one series in the second half. Offensive line needs some work, guys. Offensive line needs some work. So we'll see. I think again, I trust Coach McDermott. I trust Leslie Frazier. Dable's new, so we'll see what happens there. Really looking forward to see when they name the starter. I expect that fully to be Nathan Peterman. But we'll see. Let me throw us a curveball. Yeah. Travis White did not have a good game. We saw Green. And Green did pretty well against him last year, too. In fact, he probably would have done better against him. I think he either dropped a couple or I know he tipped at least one that went right into one of our guys' hands, AJ Green, and then he had that one fumble when he got from behind. So AJ Green seems to have Tre'Davious White's number, but we'll see. Especially week 1, I think week 1 will be a good test against Baltimore. To be honest, I'm not too worried about Flacco beating us deep. I hope we play up on their wide receivers a little bit more. We'll see. All right, 2-minute warning. Place looks pretty empty at this point because I mean since in the regular season, since he would just sit on the ball. But since it's the preseason, they might see check out their running back situation or something of that nature. Keep the ball or keep the clock running, but at the same time, not just simply kneel it, so that way you can see some of the players in here. Saw Siren Neal was in there. Don't like his chances to make the roster. 1:55 to go. Looks like someone called timeout. Not a fan of that. Yeah, no, Rare looked good this game. Missed that last touchdown at the end there on 4th down, but again, I don't think that was his fault. I mean, it was a decent throw, decent attempt at a catch, but just wasn't in the right spot. So okay with that. Let's see exactly how many catches Ray had. I can tell you that in a second. Stats here. Where's Ray? I know he had at least one catch. Right? Did Ray have at least one catch? I'm sure he did. There we go. Didn't update it. Sorry, guys. No, it's still saying Ray didn't. Oh, yeah, it's 1 catch, 10 yards. Okay. I thought sure he had at least one. So we'll see. Yeah, I like Nathan Peterman seems to have a connection with our tight ends. Got our tight ends more into the game. Something that maybe Josh Allen needs to learn a little more. Get quick reads because again, if the offensive line isn't going to get you time, you have to make some quick reads. And as a rookie quarterback, that's harder to do. I understand that. So giving him time isn't the worst idea. Working on the offensive line a little bit will help out. I think Bodine was playing center in the second half, and Rory was playing guard, so that seemed to work a little bit better than the previous way. But well, how will Bean get O line help? Well, he doesn't. He's not a huge fan of trading away draft picks, which I'm okay with. But we have seen Bean make some crazy trades that no one saw coming. Will he do that this year, or will he do it before the season this year? I'm not sure. I don't know what assets we have, but we'll see. And he might look within. There might be players within that he can get as well to play better. Again, this offensive line is new altogether. So Shaq Lawson, that's an interesting name to bring up as far as trade bait. I personally want to see how Shaq Lawson does this year. But like I said, the offensive line did seem to play better. I mean, Peterman was only sacked that one time, so they seemed to play better in the second half. Now, whether that be due to timeout Buffalo, due to the fact that we were playing their second string defense or whatever have you, I don't know, but it's worth taking a look at. We're looking into. So we got 151 left. It's gonna be 3rd and 4 for Cincinnati. So it looks like Buffalo's trying to get the ball back. Not sure why. I think at least Peterman has shown everything that we needed to see out of him. I think, but maybe we didn't get a chance to run a 2-minute offense in the first half. So maybe this is a chance to do that as well. We'll see. 2 minutes, 0 timeouts. Looks like they're going for the first down here on a pass play, wide open. So that's the game. And now we got a late flag for a late bounce on one of our players. So he's down. He's hurt. Whoever caught that ball for Cincinnati tried to stay in bounds. He actually slid to stay in bounds. Oh yeah, and he had his helmet down and everything. I don't like that hit at all by Marlowe. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that's a good call. Now, again, 5 years ago, I don't think that's called, but I think that's a good call. He's still down, unfortunately. It's sad to see. I mean, 42 left in a third preseason game. To see a player hurt like that. He doesn't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. Marlowe's getting taken out of the game now. Probably get tongue lashing from either Frazier or McDermott or both. Oof. Yeah, his helmet comes up. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. He's up now. He's up now. Good. His name's Shrek, so you gotta cheer for the guy, right? Not the same way as the movie spelt, but you gotta like the guy. But that means we will not. We only have one timeout left. We will not get the ball back on offense. We will not get to try out our 2-minute offense. See how it does. That's something we'll have to work at in practice a little bit more, and that's something that hopefully we'll see game time. You know, we all know how important it is. I mean, New England's the best at it, at scoring right before the half and getting the ball back to start the second half. You're talking about potentially a 14-point swing. So that's a big thing. If you can score to end the half, and if you can score to end the game, if you're down late in the game, it always helps to know, hey, we can score. We've done this before, or we trust our offense, we trust our scheme, we trust it to be able to say that and then pull it off. So, yeah, you know what they're showing now? Yeah, not football. Since he runs the ball again, second and 11, looks like they run it for a yard. 50 seconds to go, so it means there's going to be one more play left, guys. Again, I appreciate all of you who joined me here on Believers Talk. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We will be here week 1 when the Buffalo Bills go to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens in the first week of the regular season. We're excited for that. I'm excited to have you all here with me. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed this game. Again, this will be the last play. The snap from the 48-yard line. Run play to the right. Just get down. Don't get out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Sorry, I lied. One more play. One more play because he gets out of bounds. Hey, Wide Right Tasker, thanks for joining me. I'll see you week 1, man. Looking forward to it. If I'm live for the prediction show, that will come on if you turn on your notifications. And I'll tell you on Twitter, if you follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, things like that. We are both on Facebook and Twitter. I think if you go to our YouTube homepage, there's like a link to them on our, whatever you call it, banner. That's what you call them. So check us out on there. I'll keep you updated on there as well as far as what we're doing. We'll post things as we hear them. I think there's a delayed game penalty now. Wow. 4th and 12. Since he's going to punt it. Punt goes out of bounds with 3 seconds left. This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. This is why people don't like watching football or sports, because they tend to drag out the last 5 minutes. Does he kneel it? He doesn't kneel it. Bomb, right? Bomb. Pass interference on the defense. Let's do it. Let's do it. If I'm an official and I'm talking to the other guys, I'm like, he better maul the heck out of him if you're going to call pass interference. He better take his helmet off and hit him with it if you're going to call pass interference. Get me out of here. They get paid the same per game. It's not like per hour, per minute, whatever you want to call it. Both the players and the officials. So, all right, they ran the ball. Good stuff. Looks like Keith Ford. Glad to see Andy Dalton got some love. Glad we got to talk to him with Pam Oliver for about half an hour. But that's it for the game, guys. Thank you for joining me again. Sorry I was late. Look forward to week 1 of the preseason. I look forward to that a lot. I would say I promise I'll be here by 1. I don't want to make promises I can't keep, however, so I will do my best to be here 1 o'clock, September 9th, for the first week of the regular season as the Buffalo Bills play the Baltimore Ravens. It's in Baltimore. I look forward to seeing you all there. We will have a post game or wrap up, and then I look forward to John Patrick. Pleasure seeing you. Thanks for joining me. See you hopefully in 2 weeks. I'm glad you enjoyed your time here. But we will wrap this up here on the live stream. Look for more videos and things. As like I said, I'll do the prediction video. We'll do like a game recap video. Probably come out tomorrow. You can expect most game recap videos to come out on Monday, the day after the game. Probably won't do anything on Sunday night. But that's kind of like our schedule. So thank you again for joining me. If you haven't already subscribe. I'm sure most of you in here now have, but subscribe, turn on your notifications, follow us on YouTube or follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I'm getting tired. So 7:18 here on the East Coast. So, but I appreciated all your love, all your chat, and enjoyed doing this. So till next time, go Bills.